right, excellent. Good evening. Welcome, everybody. Glad to see these faces again.
What's
So,
up?
looking forward to it. We're about to start the Nox Aeterna campaign for 2025.
Whoop, whoop.
I'll give a brief background here for everybody. This is going to be taking place basically in 1912 on an alternate reality or timeline of our own world. So it's going to be Earth 1912, but slightly different than the one we're used to. Basically, due to minor changes that will come to light later, the timeline will be drastically different in certain aspects than what we're used to, but based on a world similar enough that we all know as the Earth. So, like I said, 1912, some of the technologies and so forth in this timeline are going to be a little bit advanced. Some of the events that happened in history are changed up, may have happened earlier, may have not happened at all. Our players are going to be uncovering all the mysteries behind that as we start. And welcome, everyone. Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Good to be back.
It is good to be playing.
Before we start, I would like to say I was late to the party. The work that Jen and EJ have put in on this is amazing. So if you're tuning in, you're watching either the segmented episodes or the full sessions over on Patreon, buckle up. You guys are in for a treat.
Yep. And thank you for everyone who's tuning in or anyone who's going to watch later. Please follow. Let us know. Put in comments, any kind of advice or opinions or theories or just telling us how awesome we are, because we appreciate that as well. So, any questions before we get started? We do have two other players that will be showing up shortly, but I'm going to go ahead and start with tonight's game. All right. So,
Yes.
all of your characters, everyone here playing, is got a reason that they're sitting or arriving in the town of Whitechurch right now. Within the last couple hours, you have arrived in Whitechurch either by bus, by train, by hitchhiking, whatever. But something has brought you to the town of Whitechurch. Something in your character's past, which all of you have been made aware of when you were given your character information. So you all have arrived in Whitechurch within the last few hours, and you notice that when you came to this town, it's a very small town. I'll give you a quick idea. Whitechurch is basically a town on the edge of a major or a transport hub outside of Baltimore. So there's a port not too far from it called Quarterport, right? And it's a stopping point or a waypoint that is used by shipping lanes. So not everybody can go into Baltimore at once. Baltimore's a major shipping port for cargo, for people, especially in this period in time. Train and ships are the most popular forms of transportation. Planes haven't really caught on yet as far as feasible modes of transportation, especially commercially. So you may have companies that have planes and such, but not everybody, is privy to being able to do that. Quarterport is a shipping dock on the Potomac River, but it's in an area that's been dredged out so larger boats can wait or work through the time to get brought into port down in Baltimore. So you're only like an hour outside of Baltimore, depending on what mode in which you're traveling. The town of Whitechurch is a population of about 1,800 people. And all of you are arriving at about midday. Some of you stepped off a bus and so forth. You do notice, though, the town seems actually pretty busy for such a small town. People are all over the place. What catches your attention right away is that the gatherings of individuals closer to what could be the town hall. You're not familiar with the exact setup of the town. One of the larger buildings, you see people outside of the steps, could be the courthouse. There's someone addressing people there. There's a couple reporters. it's more active than you would figure for a town this size. But most of you guys are pretty close to the port area, quarter port, because most of the buses and everything bring workers here for the ships, for the docks, loading, unloading, transferring of goods. So that's where you guys will be walking over to. And let me share that for you. And what should be pretty simple is everybody meeting each other and the crew and so forth for this ship, as most of you are coming here for a job with this vessel. You notice there's already a group of people outside as you guys are approaching. You guys see the ship, it's in port. You also see some trucks that are waiting to load and unload with the cranes. In the crowd that's in the group of individuals there, you have people working, taking stuff back and forth like dock workers. Your small group is walking over in this direction towards what would be the normal like boarding area. So normally there'd be the captain, first mate, or somebody along with the crew that's going to keep the manifest, check the cargo, check people coming on board. But as you're walking up and bringing your stuff, you do notice that the captain, or who appears to be the captain, and one of the deckhands are outside. There also seems to be a lawman there and some kind of suit. You're not exactly sure who. So, there he is. Oh, I put Percival in the water. Just jump right in the water. He can't face the terror. Okay, so this is the group walking up. Some of these people you have no idea who they are, but they're all coming to this boat. Okay, as you guys are walking up, you do hear not angry arguing, but definitely people who are not in agreement with whatever's being said over there. And an individual storms off the boat and passes by. He brushes past, and he's going over there to talk to the suited gentleman. And their voices are pretty elevated, but the one that stormed off the boat is wearing the classic, safari-looking gear from the early 1900s. So he's got all this stuff, like the safari hat and the clothes. But he's an older gentleman. He is carrying a cane sword with the and he's rattling it around, and you could tell he's upset. He's got one of those almost aristocratic or gentlemanly accents to his speech. He's like, "I will not tolerate this," and you can tell he's very upset. Okay, and the suited gentleman standing next to the lawman says, "Look, nobody's coming or going, or from Whitechurch until we have a chance to get our situation, under control." So you all are standing by, and you can hear this. You can approach to get closer to listen. You could talk to other people. There's a deckhand right there next to the on-ramp, the ramp up into the boat. There's other people here. You might see your character. So if you need to, you could just tell me what you would like to do at this moment. You could try to head on to the boat and see what maybe the deckhand tells you before you get there. It's up to you.
As I'm sitting next to the deckhand, standing next to him, I lean over and I whisper, "What seems to be the problem here?"
So I'm not really sure. I just know the sheriff and the mayor of the town came out and said that no ships, no trucks, no nothing is leaving town for a while. And of course, the captain's trying to talk them out of it because we got a timeline to go. You know, we got a trek across the Atlantic. Can't be wasting any time now. But this is way above my pay grade. I'm just here to load the boat.
Can we put my possessions on the boat?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. I will load your possessions on board. All right. From that, you see over the group, group talking. You notice that one of the lawman steps over and says, "Excuse me, nobody can load onto the boat at this time. You are more than welcome to take your goods and your belongings, anything you want, and take it to the warehouse." And he points over at this direction. He says, "Until we can solve the situation or figure out or come to a compromise, right now everyone can stay in the warehouse if they cannot afford building of their own. There is lodging available in town, and the mayor may be willing to offer some sort of compensation for the need to stay. But we are not allowing anyone to load anything onto the boats. We're dealing with a homicide." And he kind of looks around. You know, he's like, it's white church hasn't had a homicide in over 50 years. You know, and that was a feud between two farmers. This is we've had a triple homicide and 2 missing children, all in 2 days. So unfortunately, you've come at a really hard time, and we'd appreciate some assistance and cooperation in it. We're not trying to mess with your day or tear up your plans or any of that matter, but we just know a lot of people were coming into the town the last 2 days. Now we have a triple homicide. I don't want to let anyone in and out of town. I apologize, sir. I'm Sheriff Alderman.
Sheriff, do you think are you taking us as a possible suspect, seeing how we're new to the town?
You guys, I know most of you just arrived right now, but there's members aboard this boat. This boat's been docked here for 5 days. So I've got to go through everything. We have an eyewitness, and we're working the scene as much as we can. We're not experienced homicide detectives. I'll tell you that now. I've only recently come on as a sheriff. I'm acting in good faith because the previous sheriff went missing 2 days ago. So being that I was a lawman that they knew of in town, and I'd been here for a few months, they asked if I could step up and help because I've been a lawman in a much larger metropolitan style area. He only has 2 deputies trying to run it right now, and they've never investigated a murder before. So I did property crimes. I'm not a homicide detective. So we're going to do the best we can. But like I said, we have an eyewitness. He said he saw someone in the area in the event of the crime. So we're looking into it. We'll get it dealt with as fast as possible. All of you that just arrived today, of course, it makes no sense for you to be a suspect. We just can't let anyone leave at the time. So it's got to be a blanket thing over everyone, especially this boat, because there's a good 25 crewmen that have been here for 5 days.
Do you need any help with your investigation?
That's awfully kind of you, miss, but I wouldn't have the authority for that. And he kind of leans over, he kind of steps closer, and he's like, I would welcome an extra set of eyes, especially anyone with any kind of experience. I'm not throwing stones at excuse me. I'm not trying to throw any stones at the law in this town. I mean, Sergeant Jacobs and Deputy Du Bois are outstanding members of the community, but an extra set of eyes is more than welcome. But it would be a very controlled situation, and that would be on the head of the mayor. I could put a bug in his ear about it and see if I could get some assistance, and maybe that'd be trade for lodging. That way you don't have to spend your own money on it. But let me see what I could do. For a time being, though, you're more than welcome to come over and ask questions, and I'll have the deckhands and stuff direct to your belongings and put them in the warehouse. The office in the warehouse has couches and chairs and desks, and you guys can put your stuff in there, lock it up. It'll be all right. Like I said, this isn't a high crime area. I've been here for a few months. I was just going to pass through, but started looking into possibly finding work here as a educator, but over at the sanatorium. But I don't know. I may be moving on after this. But welcome to White Church. He just kind of smirks and it does the little kind of gesture of excuse me and goes back over towards the mayor. So now all of you guys are there.
Can I ask one of the deckhands where there's a tavern anywhere?
He says, yeah, there's he's the only one out here. He says there's a hotel just across the way. You cross the square and it's one of the taller buildings over there. They call it a hotel, but it's basically a 3-story place. It's got a bar downstairs. I would go somewhere else for food. I ate some of the worst tuna casserole I've ever had in that place. So it was 25 cents gone. But the lodging's all right. I've been staying over there because I mean this is kind of my shore leave for now. So been on the boat a while.
Okay, I'll thank them, and I'm gonna start heading towards the town square to where he said that.
Okay.
This warehouse, the accoutrements that are supposed to be given to us if we choose to stay here, they are very sparse. Yes.
Yes, sir. They would be a couch, a couple chairs, desk.
Might I inquire as to what I would need to do to have my possessions brought to the inn? Is this the only town inn?
You give me $1, I'll walk them over. No, there's another fancier place, but that's about a good, I don't know, 2-mile walk.
Are we able to stay there for free?
You look like a man of money. You know, there's how you get a ride.
Maybe I need to inquire with the mayor.
Of course. It's like, all right, so you guys can go closer to where the mayor's at if you guys want. This is the mayor over here, so.
Callie's gonna walk over there and stand just kind of on the outskirts.
Okay. All right, I'll do it once over here. Percival, you do see your estranged uncle. A few other characters you're not really familiar with. Your estranged uncle is over there now talking to.
So while we're all just kind of hanging out, I'll go ahead and be Marcus and ask these. So I'm assuming y'all are here for the trip over to Africa for the medical mission or whatever.
Oh yeah, Shy. I'm going over there and I'm going to pray for these people. They need it. All the prayer that they can get.
So if we're all pretty much going to be on the crew together, why don't we just try to stay together as a group rather than to separate? Because I'm assuming I need this money, and if we're all expected to be there, I can't have one of you miss it, and then we end up missing out on this money.
Well, Shad, money is just an object to me. So, my Uncle Callie over there, whatever he's doing, I support it. But if you need help, I'm always here for you.
What was that gentleman's name up there asking about his taking his stuff to the inn? Seems to be he's getting ahead of us real quick. Let me run up and catch up to him.
There's my Uncle Callie. Uncle Callie.
Percival, there you are. Hey there, nephew.
Well, Uncle Callie, it looks like we need to go. Now, you do what you need to do with your stuff, and we get out of here, Sha. I'm hungry.
All right, you notice the deckhand kind of makes himself a little more scarce as Marcus comes by. And you do see your possible employer is the individual talking to the mayor, the safari man. Okay, so he basically, you can overhear them because you're pretty close. He says, look, whatever it takes to solve this situation, I want it done immediately. If you are unable to solve the situation, Mayor, then I will have my people figure out whatever this crime is once I have them under my employ. But I refuse to have my money wasted at $250 a day to have this boat sit here when we should be at open sea headed for Africa. So get your story straight, get your doctor. I would like to hold a meeting and let me get to my people, employ them, and we will lend you assistance if necessary. It seems the good sheriff thinks that's a good idea. All right, you notice the mayor looks over the sheriff. He's like, hey, all right, we'll hold a meeting. But before anyone goes off trying to, play Sherlock Holmes, let's get together. We'll figure things out, come to a compromise. I'll give you all the information I know, but I don't need a bunch of, mercenaries running around my town shooting everything up.
Mercenaries.
So, before your crew and employees run around Whitechurch, let me get the doctor. I'll get the sheriff. We'll set up a meeting time. For now, I've paid for you guys to eat over at the hotel. I will pay for your lodging if it's necessary. Just give me the bills once the time comes. We should have you guys out of here within the next 2 to 3 days at the most. We have a witness. This should be easy to wrap. The witness says he spotted someone that's not very. It's a nearly unmistakable identification. So it appears we possibly have a savage on our hands, a local savage that may have murdered the woman and the man, and stolen the kids. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. We'll go over the whole thing with you. The sheriff will be there to give you his side. But go ahead, get something to eat. Get yourselves a room. Hold on to your bills. Let them know that it's all going to be forwarded to the mayor's office. All right. So the gentleman, or the professor, he turns around and you guys could see him. It's Professor Holt. He's the one that pretty much put out the job. Okay. And he says, obviously circumstances have changed, my friends. If you have shown up for work with me for the expedition to Africa, then I implore you now to stay with me. It may be a few days before we start, but I will give you funds for the days to come so you could take care of any business in town you must need. It's $25 each. Go ahead. And he starts handing out money. He's like, this is for anything you need in town, if you need goods, whatever. Apparently the mayor's handling lodging. I am already staying on the ship. All my stuff is already loaded. I'm not coming off the ship. They cannot remove me, even if they had an army, but they don't. So I will be on the ship. If you can assist in solving the situation and getting us out to sea much faster, there is a $1,000 bonus on top of it. Please do as you must. Sign up with my deckhand over there, Darnell. Darnell will take your names and he will add them to the manifest and make sure that you're getting paid. Here's your $25. Myself and my fellow members of my expedition will be in and around about town, but the mayor has told me we will have a meeting with him this evening in the warehouse in the office here after dinner, him and the doctor and the sheriff. And they promise they will take us to one of the crime scenes. I particularly don't care. Not my problem. So if you solve this crime, though, I have $1,000 to be in your pocket. So you let me know. The quicker we can get our ship off to this dock, the better. Good day to you. All right. So you guys noticed two of the individuals that were there earlier kind of snaked away, but you guys are there. And Professor Holt kind of points over to the deckhand and says, Darnell, take care of these individuals. They are now under our employ. They are part of the expedition. All right, he kind of nods, but he keeps his hat down a little low. You can tell he's trying to hide from Marcus. But you guys are all right here, and you can take the $25, and then, like I said, food's already ready. Before you got too far, Leonora, you heard that. So I mean, obviously, you're not going to waste what little money you have. Take the $25 and then get something to eat. And a little bit here. So you guys will just come back to this location here in the evening, and they'll have a meeting at warehouse. So the mayor and the sheriff and everyone are going to be leaving.
I will say, let me ask this question. Who is going to provide security for our possessions here in this warehouse?
The warehouse would be locked up completely with your possessions. Plus, most of the deck or the ship crew is staying in this area because a lot of them don't have the money to. So they'll be staying in the warehouse. They just set up their cots and stuff in there instead of on the boat. They're going to be questioned by the sheriff. So the sheriff's going to be here a lot because he's got to go through all 25 crewmen, make sure that what they've been doing the last 5 days. So
you expect me to stay on a cot?
What was that?
You expect me to sleep
right back
on a cot?
No, sir. You can stay where you wish.
Uncle Callie, let it go. Let it go. For $1,000, you can get all the cots you need. Let's go.
Nephew Percival, I assumed you would be coming with me, and we'll stay in some other accommodations rather than cots.
Actually, Uncle, this $1,000 sounds pretty good. It could be very helpful for our cause. I think with my past life, I'm gonna help these people over there.
Well, I will be helping them as well, getting us onto the road and onto the ship and onto our destination is of the utmost, priority. However, you are asking a lot. I am not the spring chicken, and as young as some of you, cots may not do well with my disposition.
Oh, you get a new back in no time.
You are your mother's child. Okay. I will, for the the time being, I will stay in this warehouse.
That's the spirit, Uncle.
Let's hope not.
All right. You notice that one of the other individuals, there was two other gentlemen that were at the docks with you guys. They've already signed Darnell's stuff. You guys sign up, you get your money, your $25, and Darnell says that if you guys the sheriff can confirm that you helped solve the problem or solve this case, then the professor has promised $1,000. But I'll keep track of that, and we'll keep track of your stuff if you leave it at the warehouse. I'll be staying at the warehouse, so.
All right.
All right.
Well, since it seems like we're all in this together, I was going to go head out into the town square and to the tavern to see if I can find out anything that people know. Rumors, maybe?
I mean, it sounds like a plan. I'm not one to be a think with my head first. I kind of go in swinging, so I'm probably not the best one to lead this investigation.
I'm sorry. I do know my nephew Percival. I am Caloysius Phoenix Eye, whom may I have the pleasure of knowing, since we are all in this together.
Well, Caloysius, nice to meet you. It's a fancy name you got there. It's Marcus Jones. I'm just here for. I just need this money. So if we can solve this crime and get some extra money, I'm here for it.
Marcus.
I'm Leonora Dalka.
My lady.
And like my uncle said, I am Percival Atticus Young. If you put it out, it spells out pay. That's what my mama used to say. But I used to be a cop in my former life. This should be an easy peasy problem. We'd be on our way in no time.
All right, the other guy, the guy was wearing mostly blue, just says, I'm Katsuro, and I haven't eaten for 2 days, so I am more than willing to take this $25 and solve that problem first. So I will go with you to tavern, bar, diner, whatever it may be. But let me drop my bag over here because I don't think I should be walking around with some of this stuff. Are we allowed to walk around with some of this stuff? He kind of shakes his duffel bag and he's got some kind of hilt sticking out of top. He's like, I don't think you could walk around town with this, right?
Let's ask the sheriff what kind of prohibitions they have on open carry.
Well, the sheriff is left, so
Oh,
Katsuro said, I'll put my stuff away if we get into trouble. I mean, Percival said he was a policeman, so
yes, that seems to be the case. Let me guide my my possessions to their destination as well.
sounds good. Okay, so you guys store your stuff. Darnell looks at you, Marcus, and kind of just says, I couldn't let you go alone, bro. Plus, it's extra money. Mama Cecilia needs that surgery. So since I worked on the boats up in the Great Lakes, I figure I could work this boat, go with you.
I appreciate that, but as my little bro, I got to make sure you're safe. So there's some crazy stuff going on in this town. I'd rather you probably just stay and hang out by the boat.
Understood. I'll stay and watch you guys' stuff. And most of the crew's going to be in there with me anyway, so. But he's like, there's only 2 people on the crew that I found a little bit questionable, or people on the boat. He said, I don't like that Wagner guy. I might want to keep an eye on him, brother. Because, I don't know, man. He seems to be, like, taking notes all the time. He'd be standing around just, like, scribbling in a little book. And when people see it, he puts that shit away. He's a young guy. He's got blonde hair. He came with the professor. I mean, the professor is bankrolling this whole thing. So, you know, whatever he says goes. But I just watched that dude, man, because he be following that girl around all the time. The one that came with the professor. And he be looking at the women all the time, too. I mean, I look at the women. I ain't stupid. I'll tell you what, that first mate's hot. But, I don't know. There's just something about him, man. He gives me that feel. I just don't like it. So, but I'll watch y'all's stuff. Don't worry about it. It's going to be me and the first mate and some of the crew in there anyway, so no one's coming in and steal you guys' stuff.
I'd appreciate that, man. And keep an eye out, just like you did with that little blonde head kid. Anybody acting suspicious on this boat, let me know, because I want to give my crew a good heads up on who to keep an eye on.
All right. He gives you a hug, says, be safe, brother. All right. So the rest of you are standing there. You guys are starting to walk over to the town, or to the town square. Town square is pretty basic. You can tell it's an older part of of White Church, because it's probably before White Church existed. It's just Porterport's probably town square that used to be mostly for warehouses and so forth. It wasn't like originally designed to be commercial for people to come. So as you guys walk across the area, you guys get over and you arrive at a small tavern. When you open the door, there's a few people inside just hanging around, grabbing drinks and whatnot. But they seem to be grabbing more the to-go food, because they look like dock workers, truck drivers, whatever. And most of them can't go anywhere, so they're just getting their stuff and going back to wherever they're staying, in their truck, on the boat, in the warehouse. So, but there's someone just serving stuff. But that same feeling as when you first got to town, the kind of busyness and the unsettled, that's going on here. Even though the place is mostly empty, you could tell the waitress and the guy behind the counter, he could be the bartender or just the cook. They just seem nervous too, and almost like in a state of shock. Not like a total shock, but they're definitely not used to whatever's going on in town. So it's not quiet like the pin could drop deal, but it's kind of quiet, and you can tell the nervous energy is high. Workers come, they're asking for food to go. They get a sandwich wrapped up in paper and thrown in a paper bag, and they grab, they'll head on out. So as you guys come in, a lot of people look, but everybody's strangers near the docks. I mean, nobody here besides the worker, the bartender and the waitresses probably even live here. So as you guys come in, they all kind of pass by, but you do notice the bartender and the waitresses are watching you guys. And you hear one of the waitresses just say, I can't believe Hank would do that. He just does not seem that kind of person. And the bartender just says, shh, enough, customers. How can I help you people?
I was hoping we could have a table, maybe a round of drinks to start for all of us.
Sure, you can take whichever table you want. I recommend the one near the window. It's got the best views of the water. And we'll have some food put together, and the waitresses will bring it over to you. Right now, I can start up the grill early for dinner if you want, or we have stuff for. I can make you guys some cold cut sandwiches, some subs, and such. It's up to you. If I start up the grill, I could get you guys some fish and chips. So, need some crab. Let's see what I got.
Much appreciated. I'll confer with my associates and see which they would prefer, but we don't want to impose
Drinks
on
for
you.
just now. Then I'll just have them bring over some beer for you guys.
Please.
If you don't mind, sir, can we get a table a little closer to the bar? I got a nasty gash on my leg down here, and I would not like to walk too far back and forth.
Sure, absolutely. You come back this way and just set up, and I'm right behind this long table right here, so you're good to go.
Thank you very much.
All right, he ducks back into the kitchen, and you guys can take your seat. All right, the waitress is wiping down a table. The other one's getting you guys beers together and stuff.
As we sit, I lean in and I tell everyone, I asked for this table specifically because of what I heard from the bar walking in. I want you all to listen to any conversations that you hear that may be irregular to what we normally would do in an establishment.
The hell?
Sounds
This
good.
man said a name said Hank, and don't know why he did what he did. I want to see if any more conversation come from that area over there.
All right. The one waitress brings the beers over and sets it down. She also brings a pitcher of water. She's the one that was talking earlier, and she leans in and says, sorry, I didn't mean to be, to speak inappropriately while you guys were here. I know that you're visitors to this town.
Not at all. Sorry we interrupted. Who's Hank?
Hank's a local personality. He's actually from the tribal settlement just north of Whitechurch. He comes in and out of town all the time, mostly to trade with stuff from that they craft over at the settlement. It's not technically a reservation because they own the land. Prior to this, it was bought by the chief of their people. So we just call it their settlement because they prefer to stay out of town. But he's a native of the area. And she leans in and says, some people call him a savage, but I tell you what, Hank is one of the nicest people I've ever met.
I don't reckon you guys have any issues with the peoples up there, do you?
No, I mean, this would be the first. Just she says, anyway, I it's like, look, I'm not huge on the rumor mill. If you want the best whispers, you need to go speak to Tabitha Moore. She's probably the mother of whispers in this town. But she says, I've lived here my whole life, and I've known Hank my whole life. Actually, yeah, honestly, since I was a little kid, I've seen Hank. You can't miss him. He's a giant. But he's always been such a gentle giant, kind, very kind to animals. But that drunk Barney was the one that said he saw him leaving not too far from the house where the body was found.
Where's that house at?
I think it's over off of South Street.
Okay.
It's across from not too far from Folsom's warehouse. She's like, I could show it to you. I'll point it out to you before you leave if you want. I think one of the deputies went over there. He might still be over there now. But
Is that where that? What was it? A man and a woman were killed. Is that what happened?
yeah,
Sorry.
she says their bodies were beaten so badly, and they had to put pieces in some of the boxes from the dock, some of the cargo boxes, in order to be able to move the pieces. Anyway, she says the mortuary office know better than that. You need to go talk to Mr. Voorhees if you want to know about that. But she says, I'm trying to find if.
Excuse me, madam. Would you happen to know what tribe Mr. Hank is from?
The Lenape.
Can you say that one more time?
Lenape? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but they've been in this area all along the Potomac since before settlers even came to this land.
Sure, thank you.
But yeah, Barney's just the local drunk beggar, and he was passed, or I say he was passed out, but he swears up and down he saw Hank walking, holding one of the little girl's hands, walking off towards the woods.
And the woods are over by the warehouse.
They're on the back end of the house. So the house is across the street from Folsom's warehouse. Folsom's warehouse, there was an alley over, and that's where they found the man's body, I believe. Then the woman's body was the back of the house. I believe she was babysitting the two girls that have gone missing. So, but her body was found right outside the back door of the house.
Where's
But
the
I know
last
the
time?
man, the onier of the house, not the babysitter. He was found. I mean, he was one of the doctors from up at the sanatorium, and he was found. I mean, oh my gosh, it looked more like a smashed fruit all over the place.
When's the last time you seen this Barney character come through here?
They had him just across the street over at the sheriff's office. I think he might still be there with Deputy Du Bois.
Much appreciated.
And the sheriff knows he's over there.
Yeah, they questioned him, and he swears up and down he saw Hank. So they're keeping him safe as a witness, so they can bring in Hank. Where they're making an arrest warrant for Hank.
So Hank at this moment is not in custody.
No, he probably went back to the settlement. He'll come down every couple days.
Being that this is a settlement and not a reservation, is there any way the police can go over there and arrest him?
Yes,
No.
because unlike the reservations where they have their own law, 500 experience points, reservations are subject to tribal law. This is private property. It's a settlement that's owned by the chief, but it's still on county ground, so it belongs. The county is governed by the sheriff as far as law.
Has the chief been made aware of these possible accusations against this Hank fella?
No, but if I know Morty, the sheriff's sergeant, he's going to take pride in going up there and causing a disturbance. Morty's sort of an asshole, especially to anyone who's not a wasp.
So Morty has had some run-ins with the tribe folk, you're saying?
All the time. He loves to lock them up. They get drunk and go outside and try to walk back to the settlement at night. Morty he'll come over and hassle them and then lock them up for the night, make the chief pay for their nightly stay and bail.
Is this bringing up any kind of uneasiness between the relationship between the mayor and the chief?
Well, the mayor and the sheriff were having a dispute about it, and the sheriff was going up to the Lenape settlement, and he's been missing for 2 days now. So they asked Mr. Alderman to sign up because Mr. Alderman came in, and when he was identified as a detective from, I think it was Pittsburgh. So it was the best they could do. And Morty kind of took that harsh because he's like, I don't need some big city boy, you know. It wouldn't have mattered who they asked because Morty's an asshole.
What is the name of the missing sheriff?
Sheriff Dolson. It's an older gentleman, maybe in mid-50s. He's close to retirement. He's an easygoing kind of guy. He had a good rapport with the chief. So often when things were getting sour, they'd meet up and talk. The strange thing was he was talking with that doctor, the one that was found dead, the one from the sanatorium. He was talking with him just the night before he died. He was at his residence. I walked past there to go. I stay at the apartments just on the other side of town. And I walked past there. And yeah, sheriff's car was out front. And he was up there on the steps of the house. It's a nice house. Just talking to the doctor. That was the night before they found before they found out the sheriff was missing. Because Du Bois came in the morning to open up the sheriff's office, and sheriff's stuff was still there. The car was missing. It's like he never came back.
So you found the doctor dead afterward?
Yes. I think it was, it's been 2 days since sheriff went missing. They found the doctor's body yesterday. Or I'm getting mixed up. Was it today or yesterday morning? Yesterday morning. Today they've been all about the crime scenes and trying to get the evidence and whatnot. She peers out the window and she says, "Oh no." Okay, the door opens up and one of the sheriff's officers come in. He walks in. He says, "Linda." She says, "Morty, you want some lunch?" It's like, "I'm not here for my health, Linda." God. Obviously doesn't take an education to work as a waitress. All right, so Linda just turns and looks at you guys wide-eyed, and then she walks off to go. And he goes over and sits down on one of the tables. He says, "Wow, all sorts of boys be coming into my town now."
Oh, I've heard that word before, and afterwards nothing good happened.
Right? Cyril just looks
Boys.
at you and nods and goes, "Boys."
I say kinda loudly, but not, not like yelling. I say, I haven't been a boy since I was a children.
About to introduce him to a couple more boys called Jack Johnson and Larry Appleton.
Larry left hand and Randy right hand.
All right, he comes walking over. He has a glass of water, and he says, "Can't have a beer right now because I'm on duty." And he kind of flicks his badge, and he kind of leans over to where Leonora is, and he's like, "Hey, ain't seen you around. I'm the law here."
Yeah. I didn't know that. I'm fresh off the boat.
Strange company you keep.
Yeah, we're probably going to be commissioned to help with the crimes here.
Oh, that'd be wonderful, ma'am. You could walk right with me, ride with me in my car if you want. I have a nice car. You have a strange accent. Are you not from around here?
No, I'm not. I can't ride in cars. They make me nauseous. I threw up all over the last person that I rode with.
So how long have y'all been in town? You haven't been here for a couple days, have you?
No, for a few days.
Okay.
Well, we just wanted to grab a drink and have some lunch. Maybe after that we can go peruse around. I hear the mortuary physician may have some information.
Sure, I'll get my deputy to come and help you. But if you need any mentorship, little miss, you can come and see me. But my deputy will make sure that Mr. Voorhees' shop is open. His little office over there. Good luck looking at that shit. All I gotta say is if that was Dr. Wilson, then I can't stress was enough. Because you can't find any parts of him that go, yep, that's Dr. Wilson. So,
Not
the
sure.
only way we know is because
So you're assuming that's Dr.
well, his watch, bracelet, and his teeth. He had 2 gold teeth on the left bottom side. They're still there. The rest of his jaw is broken and gone, but that's still there. Anyway, I'll let Mr. Voorhees explain that to you. But if you need a man who knows what he's doing to go over it with you,
I'm not sure how well you know what you're doing if the mayor's coming up to a bunch of boys asking us to help out the law with an investigation.
You ain't from around here, boy, are you?
Not at all.
All right.
Do you think,
Linda comes back and gives him his lunch and says, "Let's go sit down and eat your lunch, Morty." And she says, "Thank you all your sandwiches and stuff for coming out." And actually, Jake started up the grill, so fish and chips and stuff will be out soon from the fish fry.
I'll take a fish fry. You
All
went
right.
to all that trouble.
All right. While you guys are eating and stuff, Katsuro says, "We don't really know each other well, but I'm going to have to make this apparent right off the bat since we're working together. I need to keep my exposure to men of the law limited as much as possible until we're well on our way across the Atlantic. So if I duck out, I'm not abandoning anyone. And no, I'm not I haven't stolen anything, but people may want to ask me questions from my time in the West Coast. And I am a man of who honors his word to his compatriots. I cannot answer their questions."
That is great to know.
I will be honest with you, but I will never share anyone else's secrets, if that makes sense.
Understand.
God bless you, sir.
All right.
All right, so you guys finish up your food. Linda says, "If you need anything else, let me know. Even if it's late, you come knock on the place and I can have some stuff put together so you guys can take it back to wherever you're staying." She says, "I know it's hard when you're not in your hometown. So if you need
Thanks,
anything."
Linda.
Thank you, ma'am. That is most welcome.
All right, so go ahead.
I don't know about you guys, but do you guys want to look at the crime scene first, or do you want to meet with the mortuary doc?
Well, seeing how I don't know how long they keep these crime scenes out, we might as well go check that out first.
Okay.
Old Morty gives an appearance that he don't like crime scenes that much and would like to clear them up as soon as possible. So let's look at it.
All right.
Agreed.
Do you want to look at the house first or the alleyway first?
The alleyway is closer. Linda points it out to you guys when you guys are leaving the restaurant. So
To the alley it is.
To the alleyway.
all right. So you guys get over to the alleyway, and halfway through there, you notice that there's another lawman coming, and he's toting a lever action rifle around, just walking around. He kind of just waves to you guys and says, "Deputy, the boys here. Morty sent me over. I'm gonna walk you over and show you what's up. Let me pull the tarp off of him and stuff, and before I was supposed to be waiting for Mr. Voorhees to come pick up the body. I brought the box and everything. I put other pieces in there, so if you need some of the pieces, They're in that box, the cargo box near the body. But we'll come over here. I'll show you. I'll show you what that is. So he comes over here and he says, "This was Dr. Wilson of the sanatorium." As he pulls the tarp back and stuff, he scatters some birds that were nearby, some crows and stuff, and he's like, and they're just trying to pick at that body. It's Dr. Wilson. We found him over. I mean, Mr. Voorhees said not to move him, but the pieces he's missing an arm, his leg was totally torn off. I don't think his chest cavity is all smashed. So if you try to move it, it kind of just moves like Jello, like there's no bones. It's weird.
Y'all seen this body and y'all doing this investigation. Are y'all assuming that another man did something like this?
We got a witness. Barney said he saw Hank over here. Hank's a big dude, man. Maybe he sat on him. I stepped on him a whole lot.
I'll say this. I've been to war, and I've seen some pretty brutal injuries and deaths, and I've never seen any munition known to man do this kind of damage to a human.
Yeah, he's all kinds of messed up. I'll tell you what, he was a good-looking doctor before. Ladies in town liked him. He had 2 little girls. He was a widower. He had a housemaid she's dead too, and the little girls are missing. But he's a widower. But yeah, now his face. I mean, that's just a flap. If you touch the right side of his face, you just flap that off. It's missing half his skull underneath there. Whoever hit him so hard, it took off half of his face. I don't know if it was a weapon or not, but it broke he shows you the bricks on the other side of the alleyway, and they're damaged from something hitting it. But it's about the size of, he says, looks like something hit about that big, maybe a little bit bigger.
I gotta agree with Marcus here. It looked like this young fella been eating.
I want to look at the wounds themselves and see if I can't determine whether they were done with a sharp object or claws, nails, or whatever.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll your evaluate, and then roll your what is it? Medical biological.
Okay. Hold on a second. You said evaluate?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Where's that at?
Should be in your basic skills, right column, first one.
Okay, got you. All right. Rolling percentile for evaluate. I got 49%, and my evaluate is 60%.
Okay, you're pretty certain that the major wound, which is basically his face, the right side of his face, whatever hit him was not sharp because the blunt force ripped the tissue open. There's no clean cut. So something hit him so hard, it ripped the tissue as it broke his skull and jaw off. But he does have lacerations to his, it'd be his left side, because his right side is broken. His left side has lacerations through his clavicle and stuff that split the bone. But it could be a bite mark, could be a claw mark.
But it's definitely not a blade.
No, it's not clean enough for that. A blade would leave clean slices. Like you can match the tissue back together. When
okay,
you're usually missing some tissue.
Okay, I let the rest of the group know what I'm saying.
But it definitely something crushed his chest completely in. You would say maybe the outside ribs are still there, but the rest of it's caved in completely.
Can I try to sense energy?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I got it.
Or you feel a very morbid and cumbersome energy, like something sad and it could be the energy of the spirit. You're not really sure.
I'll tell them.
Desperate feel, but it's fading.
I'll tell them what I felt.
Is the deputy still near us?
Yeah, he's over. He's smoking a cigarette. He's looking the other way, and you see him waving to somebody. He's got the rifle in his hand. He's kind of waving the rifle over his head.
So he's not paying attention.
No.
I say, my dear, are you sure?
Positive. It's fading though.
Do any of y'all know anything about the wildlife situation out there? Would they have anything native to this area that would do some damage like this?
I'm not from here. I don't know. We can ask the
I would
deputy.
not know.
I'm going to.
Does
I'll
anybody
say-
have good? Sorry, not to cut you off. Does anybody have good hunting and tracking? Mine sucks.
I'm sitting at a 35.
It's higher than mine.
I got 50.
There you go.
50-50.
Hey, we'll take that.
So I'll roll it.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me give it a shot. Nope.
All right. Tsuro says, looks like something's in his hand.
Oh. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get through.
Should we tell the deputy? Because I don't want to go get us all locked up for tarnishing up this crime scene.
Katsuro takes out a knife and moves his hand. You guys notice that there's a folded up piece of paper tightly pressed against his hand, like in the where his hand is pressed against his pelvis. It's like he was purposely trying to push it into his clothes whenever he got attacked, and it just stuck there in between his hand and his waist.
Can I roll to investigate?
Yeah.
I'm at 70, so that should be easy. I got it.
Okay. You notice that the paper has writing on it. It's got blood on it too. You guys probably be best not to open it up right now because it'll rip because it's wet. You know what I'm talking about? You're gonna have to let it dry and get under a light to see whatever's written there because the blood has made it hard to read. But if you had a light behind it and it's dry, you should be able to see the lettering.
Okay.
I look to. The deputy is still not paying attention to us, right?
He is now. He's walking over with another gentleman with a pretty handlebar mustache, glasses, maybe in his late 40s, early 50s. He comes walking over and he's like, "Oh my God, this is worse than you want." He kneels over. He's like, I'm the mortician, the lead mortician, but that by default makes me the medical examiner. My name's Mr. Voorhees. Knew Dr. Wilson well. I met him before up at the sanitarium where we've taken people who've passed on patients in their time. He was a young, brilliant doctor. He was a nice man. Damn. He says, "This is a bite mark." He's looking at the left side of his neck, and he's like, or the clavicle area. He's like, "So it's like a bite of some kind. It's like maybe a wolf, or I don't know." He's looking, and he's like, "I'd have to get him on my table and clean this up." But just as he's saying that, everyone roll your 10-sided dice.
Yeah, 51.
You said just one die?
Whichever, doesn't matter. What'd you get? Just call it what you got.
I got
two.
3.
Okay. All right. Just as he says that, just beyond you guys, look up and definitely something growling over there at the other end of the alleyway. But the way the afternoon light is coming through, it's kind of shaded. So, but he's like, we don't have wolves in this area. We haven't had wolves in this area in a while. And the boys has his lever action rifle and he points it and he's like, I think that's one right there, Mr. Voorhees. So he takes a shot and you see something bouncing, kind of jump and take off that out of the alleyway back towards what looks to be the shoreline along the docks, back towards the woods. The boy says, that was a big ass dog.
I asked him, did he hit it?
If I hit it, I think it'd be dead. Oh no, I'm gonna go look. I'll be right back. Right,
You
Mr.
trying to go
Voorhees
by
said-
yourself? I don't think you're gonna make it back alive.
I'm armed, sir. I'm if you want to come, you can. You got a gun? I could use backup. You got something?
Um,
I got a gun.
on the did we put our shit on? We left it by the boat, didn't we?
Oh,
Yes.
I'm packing, but I'm not letting him know. Percival,
You could
are
probably
you,
have
carrying-
your knife.
For that thing.
That's not a knife.
It's better than most.
You know what? Tell you what. I'll
Right,
back you up. I better go as a 2-man in case something happened to you. I can come back and let them know what happened, and we ain't doing another investigation.
Sounds good to me.
I go with you. I got my smithy.
Okay. All right. Voorhees says that maybe that was what ended him, but man, I don't see even that big ass dog or wolf wouldn't have smashed him so much. I mean, it's almost like he got ran over. He's like, I'm gonna get his stuff and we're gonna transfer it to my office. I'm gonna clean him up. If you guys want to come by this after you guys have a meeting with the mayor. Mayor's holding some kind of meeting down the warehouse. Are you part of that?
When is that happening? Good.
I think he said 6 p.m.
What time is it now?
It's just hitting 5. It's getting to be dusk, so
Hmm.
I'm gonna take this back and clean him up. But when you're done with your meeting, I'll be at the mortuary office for till about 8:30 tonight.
Okay, thank you.
I gotta catch my radio show.
Are we going with the deputy then?
Okay.
Is he picking up the body, or is he going to go get something to pick up the body?
He's going to get stuff to put the body.
Okay, so he's left.
Yeah.
I asked Lenore, can you keep an eye and make sure that we're not disturbed? Alert me if we can. I'm going to try and contact an entity.
Okay. It's very casual. What entity are we contacting? Really nice.
You said that you sent something that was very remorse. That seems to say that something may be still here.
That's what I think.
And might I say, my lady, this town does not seem to be receptive of things that are different. We may want to be very circumspect in the openness of what we may say. Hence, I know the deputy doesn't seem to be sharp, but we're not sure what he may pick up on.
Gotcha.
All right. I've got a 55% chance to draw an entity into communication. I rolled a 52.
Okay. You just hear it sounds kind of like a raspy, like, or a breathing more so than words. It says, "My girls. Make sure Ernest saves my girls."
Make sure Ernest saves your girls. We will do our very best. What attacked you?
A man.
It was a man.
A man of many men.
A man of many men.
The doctor knows.
The doctor knows. A man of many men.
Be careful of the doctor. Find my girls.
I hear you, good sir. We will do our very best to find the girls and protect them and bring whoever did this to justice.
Save those that have lost their minds. They don't know that they're being preyed upon.
Save those that have lost their minds.
All right. It kind of fades even more. And he just says, tell Ernest, save my girl. And just fades off. Oh, we lost audio.
You're muted.
Oh, okay.
I was talking to LJ.
Okay, cool. I thought we lost you for a second. All right. You and the deputy and Percival get around the corner, and you see what looks to be, I mean, it's got to be one of the largest timber wolves, but there's no timber wolves known to be in Maryland. So it's going off into the very edge of the woods. You'd say it probably comes up to about 3.5 feet to its shoulder. So its head is more like 4 feet off the ground. And he's pretty massive. He stops and looks, but he's heading off towards the boy says that's towards the Indian them Indians. It's one of their pets, I bet. Damn savages living over there. He takes another shot at it, and it hits the tree right next to it. Like, damn, as big as that is, how'd I miss?
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to not shoot that thing anymore if you don't know how to hit what you aiming at.
All right. So it takes off into the woods, and he takes a few steps, but you notice he stops just short of going in the woods. And he's like, it's about to be nighttime. I'm gonna need to go get a flashlight and everything. I'm gonna have to go back to my car.
Have you seen wolves like this around? Is this your first time seeing that?
This is my first time, but them Lenape, man, them crazy Indians just got all sorts of stuff up there. I mean, I thought I'm pretty sure the chief has a bear. This is a black bear. I mean, I've seen them before. It ain't that big. But if he has a bear, I mean, he might have a wolf. You never know.
Has the bear ever attacked anybody before?
No, I think he's more like a pet.
So they just been peaceful for the most part.
Yeah, but you can't trust them. They'll scalp you in your sleep. I read a dime store novel once, and it showed all these Apaches, and they was around this wagon train, and they was just killing people and scalping their heads off. They just cut your head right here with these little stone knives.
Okay. How about we just take this information back to good old mortuary and let the professionals decide.
If you guys need to ride around town or anything, you let me know. I got the squad car. I'll take you wherever you need to go. It's faster than walking.
Based on how you was missing that big ass wolf, I'm assuming eyesight ain't I'll take my chances walking. Appreciate it.
You guys have guns? You have my permission to carry your gun around town, especially right now. You helping us with this problem. If Morty don't like it, I'm telling you, the sheriff is pretty cool. I'll talk to him and you let him know you guys are helping out. Sheriff Alderman, he's the acting sheriff right now. He's a German dude. He's pretty cool. Real smart guy. I think he finished school. He's one of those guys that went to school and finished. Read all them books. But he probably let you have guns. So I'm gonna go talk to the sheriff. But you have my permission to walk around with your guns if you need them, because we're trying to kill that wolf. All right, I'm going to my car.
Much obliged.
All right. So Du Bois just starts walking off. He doesn't even go back to where the medical examiner was. He totally forgot about that. He's now going to the car to get his flashlight and drive you guys around if you ever need it. All right. Yep. Now you know why the sheriff said he welcomes any help that he has. Those are his two people. It's Morty and Du Bois. They're the best. All right. So you guys are sitting together in the alleyway. Voorhees finally gets over there with his gurney stuff, and he's got a bag on it for the body, so he puts that up there. And he sets it up. And he's like, he got his legs and stuff in the box, so I'm just gonna put that on there. He said, "Remember, I'm gonna be at the office. What up? I'm gonna be down at the mortuary office till about 8:30 tonight. And I gotta be home for my radio show, but I'll go over anything I can with the body. I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna take a look at that bite. That could be post-mortem. I'm just to let y'all know now. A bloody dead body sitting out here for hours since the other night. Animals could have come by and mess with, especially the woods are just across the block. So, I mean, you got scavengers out. It could just been wild dogs come up trying to get something to eat. So let me take a look at it. I'll try to get some kind of bite impressions going and let you guys know. But after your meeting, just come on down to the mortuary office and I'll go over whatever I can find with you. I'm just north of the turn to go to White Church Sanatorium. So take the north road instead. You'll come right up to my office. It's right off of the cemetery. So, of course. So, that's where I do my business. But, all right. If you guys need anything, let me know. Good meeting you. I'll see you later. All right. So you guys head back to the warehouse. Or do you want to go to the house down the street to see where the lady was?
Well, it's almost. We still got about an hour before the meeting.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go look.
Okay. All right. So you guys start to head down that street. You do see another individual that was part of at the docks. He looks a little lost. You don't know if he's looking for lodging or what, since you guys can't stay on the boat right now. But he real quick, Santiago, you already signed the manifest to sign up for the expedition. So they took that onto the boat. Basically, when you got here to get onto the Horizon, which is the boat for the expedition, the mayor and the sheriff have not permitted anyone to leave town. So the boat is stuck at dock due to a triple homicide. Now, they keep saying triple homicide, but they're only presenting 2 bodies, and there's 2 young girls missing, both elementary school age children. So there's a lot of weird stuff going on. You went about town. You were given $25 to go find food and lodging or whatever else you wanted. But when you went around town, you noticed the town has a very anxious, unsettled vibe going on. This town is small. White Church is built just outside of Porterport, which was only created to move cargo. So the people of this town haven't had a murder in 50 years, and that murder was from 2 guys having a family feud over some properties, some farmers. So nothing like this. So you could tell the town is just kind of really caught off guard. People are asking a bunch of questions. They're flighty. Stores are closed. So you just been walking around kind of lost for a little bit. You see the same group you met at the dock, part of the people that signed up for the expedition. They're walking across the street, and the one guy who was closest to you that kind of faded away as you did from when the sheriff showed up, he kind of just nods in your direction. He's wearing all blue. You're pretty sure he's of some sort of Asian or mixed descent, but you didn't get his name. But he kind of just nods in your direction and, saying, "Hey, if you want to go with us, the expedition's heading over here. Remember, the Professor Holt is the guy who's in charge of the expedition. He put out the job ad. He's going to give $1,000 to whoever can help solve this case, so your guys' ship can get released from the harbor or released from the dock by the mayor and the sheriff. So he's like, if you want to join us, we're trying to solve the problem right now. All right. So you guys are crossing the street, and it is a nice place. It's not too far from where you were at. Like I said, they said it was a couple blocks, and it's really not that. Let's see if I can-
How is the whole town kind of surrounded by woods, and then it's just kind of like the shoreline with the port?
Yes.
Okay. Is it like pretty thick woods, or is it pretty
Oh, yeah.
sparse?
It's
Pretty
thick.
thick woods.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are crossing the street. I'm going to put you guys on the map.
While we're walking, Marcus will just while the crew's all together. Hey, since we're doing this investigation, do you think it's only right that we check out the head up north and talk to the tribes folk and get their side of what's going on?
You totally read my mind. That's what I was thinking there.
At least we should do this before the deputy goes up there himself and makes a total mess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, by the way, Jill, we all got accents, so I don't know if you've been working on one. He's like, nah.
I can't do a Slavic accent.
Okay, so all right, so I'll share this so we can see it. You guys are walking over. As you guys are walking over, this is a nicer house, as I say. It's a multi-story. You're going out back because that's where the deputy had mentioned her body was found. They put a blanket over it, as you can see. They didn't really cordon off the area. All they did was put a sheet over her body. It's been sitting there for a full day. As you guys come up, some of the townspeople who are doing the clutching their pearls and whatever were along the fence line. You see Callie and Leonora next to, and they kind of just, when they see you guys coming, they kind of walk away. One, you're strangers, and they're kind of probably still anxious. So they leave, all except for one individual who's just standing there and looking over at the body, but not really saying anything.
Hello, sir. I reckon, did you know who this person was?
All right, he turns around. He's got a little book in his hand, and he puts it away. I mean, it's like a tiny notebook with pencil. He folds it and turns around. He says, "No, I'm not familiar with that. I'm not from here."
Does he have blonde hair?
Yes. You guys all should have the NPC list. So he says, I was out of curiosity checking out the scene. I'm actually with the expedition. I didn't meet you guys shortly ago because
Your name, good sir.
I'm Lyle Wagner. I'm assistant to the Professor Holt.
Hmm. What you were marking something in your book? Is there anything that you might have noticed?
I found it odd that I only see two sets of tracks. One is obviously the woman's tracks. Coming from the stairs, you see a couple of footprints. But then over here, and he points just beyond her, just in this area, and he says that there's some tracks of another individual. coming in that direction. Much larger. This is I don't know if it's a person or not. Maybe wearing some kind of wilderness shoe, strange boot.
Did you happen
Can I
to
look-
see any wolves over here, sir? Or big dogs?
I wasn't aware there were wolves in this. I would take my leave. Good day to you all. See you in the ship.
Thank you, thank
Good
you.
dog.
Can I go look at the footprints?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Looking at the footprints, you'd say they're about almost an inch deep in the soil, and they're probably size 15, 16,
Jeez.
maybe more. I mean, you get a footprint there or not.
That's a big old boot.
But it's almost 20 inches of the print.
Has it rained yet today? Has it rained in the past couple of days?
Good question. It rained the night before. So the night this happened, it was raining. So it's drying out now.
Reckon that probably fits the description of that Hank fella they talking about, the giant.
Makes sense.
He
I,
was
uh,
walking this way.
well,
uncovered the. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Jen.
No. I just want to look at the other set of footprints.
They're definitely hers. You'd say they look like what do you call the shallow heel work shoe or some kind.
Yeah.
So
Where are they coming from? Are they coming down the
Hers
steps?
down the steps, and then you can only tell in the dirt just at the bottom of the steps, like she was stepping off the steps.
Okay.
And then,
And then
whoever
where-
was around the corner of the house turned around the corner, and that's where they meet up, right there. But there is blood all over the side of the house.
Sorry, Cal, go ahead.
I was gonna say I want to pull back the blanket.
Okay. You pull back the blanket, and the first thing you notice right away is that her head is missing.
Well, this is very interesting. Her head is missing.
I mean, the rest of her looks pretty intact, except for her left arm, and that looks all crumpled and broken, and then her head is missing.
Does it look crumpled and broken because of her falling on it, or like something manhandled it?
Something mangled it badly.
So if there's bloody footprints coming down the steps, correct?
No. Just you can't tell she walked down the steps. You just know she did because she didn't just suddenly appear. Her footsteps start at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay, that's what you see. And they're not bloody.
No.
Okay.
But there's blood on side of the house.
Yeah.
Can I roll to investigate
Yes.
the body?
You could have did that in your normal voice.
Voices
It's
are
okay.
changing.
I got it. I got it.
He's locked in.
All right. Do you know what it's like when all right, you've had taffy before, right? Everybody's had taffy. You know what
Yes.
it's like when you squeeze it and you pull it apart?
Mhm.
That's what the part of her neck looks like. The base of her neck. Looks like someone squeezed it and popped her head right off of her body. And then, of course, the blood just kind of spewed out everywhere. Now, you do notice, looking at it this way, whoever did this stepped over the fence area, or walked out of the fence area and walked down the street, just because you could see little like splotches of blood that lead that way, because they would have been covered. But they're walking down the street towards the town square. They're not walking back towards the woods.
And the giant Bigfoot baby's footprints are going in the other direction.
No, the big footprints come to her. She dies, and then they go over the fence and out towards.
Okay.
So if it was the Hank, like the Barney says, the town drunk, Barney says Hank took the little girls and took one of the little girls' hands and went to the woods.
But there are no footprints.
There's no footprints for that, and not anywhere near this body. Now, if he saw that somewhere else, possibly, but it's not here. Whatever, if Hank killed her here, Hank killed her and then went into town.
So whatever killed her went into town.
Mm-hmm.
We should check out the house. Like, why was she leaving the house?
That's a good question.
Can I investigate the house?
You go up and the door's locked.
Can we look? Can I search her body?
Sure.
Ooh, I got it.
Okay. On her body, of course, there's a set of keys.
Ooh. Take those.
And she also has a note in her pocket that reads, Amy, I had a meeting with the sheriff. I'm going to have a meeting in town tonight. I need you to watch the girls for a little bit longer today. They could play out back, but make sure you go get them if the rains start. And it's signed Dr. Wilson.
So the note says that she did talk to the sheriff, right?
Dr. Wilson talked to the sheriff, yeah. So Dr. Wilson was letting her know, I just talked to the sheriff. I'm going into town for a meeting. I'm going to be a little bit later. I need you to take care of the girls. Make sure they come in the house before it starts raining. So Katsura says maybe she was coming out because the girls were out back.
Wait, we did get inside the house?
No.
Okay.
I have the keys though.
Can you see if one of them works?
Yes. Let me see if one works.
Before we do this, we sure we allowed to, right? I know the deputy and them was like, we can go ahead and help them with this investigation. We sure this ain't crossing the line?
We could always wait until after our meeting just to get a definite okay from them.
Can I?
Yeah, we can come back.
Can I look at the keys?
Go ahead.
What?
No. Can I try the keys?
Yes. There's the obvious house key on there for the front door.
Okay.
And then there's a couple keys that could be interior locks. But nothing fancy.
Are there duplicates of any kind?
No.
Damn. Okay, never mind. Sorry, Percival. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I must warn, if we go to this meeting and we tell them that we got the keys, they can take them. So,
yeah.
It's true.
My main concern is that if we give them the keys, there's an inside man somewhere and they could take the keys.
Well, maybe we
sure.
just don't let them know that we have the keys.
Well, that would be obstructing justice, or I'm not sure what the Americans call it, but pretty sure I could get inside that house.
They call it that. They call it that over here as well. But I'll let y'all know my main goal is to get on this ship and get over here and get the real money. This extra, 1,000 or whatever he promised us school. But my main goal is to get over there and get that guaranteed money that they're giving me.
What does the outside of the house look like?
It's definitely a Victorian style home. You'd say it's maybe 10 years old. It's very nice, very well kept. The there's nothing about the house that seems to be anything that outstanding.
Would you guys be opposed of me going inside and unlocking a window for some insurance?
Ma'am, we just met today, so if you want to go ahead and put your fingerprints on that, I'm not going to stop it.
I just want to unlock a window. It's better than breaking it later if we need to.
I am pretty sure that I can get us inside this building, key or no key.
Okay.
All right.
Y'all, wow.
As long as that little blonde kid or the blonde man isn't writing down everything we do. Katsura looks over the area. He says, I don't see him anymore, but I just thought it was odd. He's over here writing down stuff at a crime scene.
It's like Randall from Recess.
Yeah. Who the hell is he? I mean, not saying that we belong here either. But our group together kind of is the start of a bad joke. All right, so the sun's starting to set. I think we should head to our meeting if we're going to go, or we can head to the Indian settlement or the native settlement, whichever you guys want to do first. But if we go any further without permissions from the sheriff and the mayor, we don't know what we can and can't do.
True.
What else? Don't worry about it.
All right. So, what's the decision?
Meeting?
Nora's doing the window thing, and then we're off to the meeting, right, or no? Or we got some other things we want to do before the meeting?
No, I thought we were going to head to the meeting. I can get us into the house,
Good.
even if we do not have the keys. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So we'll head to this meeting, hand over the keys. I guess that will give us the appearance of we're cooperating with the investigation, and then we'll come back, and our man Cal's going to get us in the building.
Might I say that if they do not inquire about keys or things that we have picked up, that we can just omit the fact and keep them to ourselves.
All right.
That sounds good to me.
Y'all shady. Shady.
All right. So you guys head back. All right. All right. So. Okay. Okay.
So we can assume that we swung back by the ship, and I picked up my my firearms, correct?
Yes. I'm going to share that now. Like, you guys are at the warehouse, so you can gather any of your stuff from the inventory that I gave you now that you're at the warehouse. And this is the scene now. So this is inside the warehouse, just so you know where you guys are at out. The ship's been moved, so you guys can't get on board right now. And this is everybody. You guys are in the warehouse's offices. Let me get a drink. I'll be right back. And the mayor. Oh, I've got the doctor there. Doctor's there too. You haven't met this doctor yet, so I'll get him.
Oh,
How
we
soon
haven't
y'all
met the
think-
doctor.
How soon do you guys think we should probably head to land piece?
Lenape.
Lenape?
Not be. I would say as soon as possible.
I don't think we should go there. Try and do anything during the night.
No,
There
absolutely.
is a there's a Wolfman to the 25th power out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I do got a question though. And it's for the sheriff because Dr. Wilson talked to him. I want to know what they talked about. If we're in this meeting.
We gotta do it in the accent.
Yeah, everybody's in this
Oh, I
meeting. I'm just getting the doctor in there, and then you guys will be good. Okay. So these are the three individuals from town. It's the mayor's in the middle, the sheriff, and then the doctor. So all of you guys are here, and they're like, okay, we're here to answer any kind of questions and give you the information that we know at this time. So what can I do for you?
Sheriff, I got a question for you if you don't mind answering.
Sure.
It was said that you and the Dr. Wilson, y'all had a conversation before he passed on. What did y'all talk about?
All right. He takes a short look over at the mayor and the doctor, who also seem to be inquisitive at the moment. And he said, "I'd just been given the interim duty of the sheriff, and previous sheriff's notes on his desk had mentioned Dr. Wilson. So trying to find the previous sheriff, the first step was to see one of the people that he had been in contact with. But Dr. Wilson hadn't said that the sheriff had stopped by, asked him a couple of questions about a sanatorium, about a missing patient, a young woman, and then went off to the Indian reservation. I'm sorry, it's a settlement. It's not a reservation. It's a private property. That's about all I know from Dr. Wilson. And he ended up being found in the alleyway.
Okay, thank you for that. Also, you mentioned the settlement, and you specifically called it a settlement and not a reservation.
Yes.
Why haven't anybody over here gone up there to go check on him and question the Hank fella, because he's one of the last people seen over on the scene of the crime?
I called to speak to the chief before I wanted to head up there. I was going to go by myself. I've heard that they have a little strained relationship with Sergeant Mortimer or Morty. So I called to see if I could talk to the chief and see if he could bring Hank down, and we could do this in a civil manner. But they said the chief was unavailable, and we don't have the best connection from here to the settlement. So I'm probably going to have to go up there tomorrow. I don't want to take Hank into custody aggressively from the settlement. It's not the best relationship sometimes with law down here in town, and I'm getting this all secondhand. Remember, I'm just interim sheriff. And just to be completely honest with you, Hank's 7'4" and just muscle. I really don't want to fight the man to bring him. Now, I heard he's a gentle giant, but I don't want to test that theory by myself, and I don't want to bring Morty because he'll just exacerbate the situation. So,
don't bring your deputies. You got us kind of already deputized helping y'all out. Just take us up there with you.
Great point, Mr. Jones. I've discussed it with the mayor. He agrees. So for the time being, all of you guys are deputized under my authority to work with the sheriff's department. So there should be no question. Both deputies know. Sheriff Mortimer's not happy about it, but we need to solve a murder. We've got 2 young missing girls. And it's, that's my priority is no matter what, we get those girls back. And the last person to see any of those girls is Barney and Hank. Barney says Hank was walking away with one of them into the woods. One of them. So both of them have seen one girl, and I think he said it was Elizabeth or whatever. So the other daughter is missing. So, but answers are going to come from those individuals. So tomorrow, I'd like us to take one of the trucks from the dock. We'll head up to the Indian settlement or the native settlement and speak to the chief and ask Hank to come down. Now I was granted an arrest warrant for Hank, but if I can, I don't want to just go up there all Billy Badass and handcuff him and bring him down. Let's talk to him, see if he'll come down. If we're not getting the answers we want or anything, and his story's not matching up, and we get anything more feasible out of Barney. I mean, Barney is a town drunk, but if Barney gives us anything else solid, then I'll let him know that we have a warrant for his arrest, and we'll arrest him here, so we don't have a battle up there. Because, not to put it mildly, but the chief's people are very protective of their people, and the last thing we want is some kind of incident between us and the settlement. So, that's where we're at right now. This is Dr. Granger. He's the town doctor. He doesn't work at the sanatorium. He works here. Him and Mr. Voorhees have gone over the information with the bodies and such on site, and then I guess recently Voorhees took them to the mortician's office. So Granger can answer any questions for information that he has. But as of now, all of you are deputized. Please keep collateral damage or anything to a minimum, and be as streamlined in the investigation as possible, so we don't have to cause any kind of turmoil to the people attending. They're already very in shock. Everyone's worried. They want to send out a search party, and I've got Mr. McClintock over there talking about getting a posse together to go string up Hank. So that's where my focus has been right now, is trying to keep him from vigilante justice. We don't have any proof that Hank is the man, just eyewitness saying he saw him. So anyway, I'll leave it to Dr. Granger unless you guys have any questions for me.
One more question, Sheriff.
Sure.
Where's the third body?
That's an excellent question, because the third body once again goes back to this missing girl from the sanatorium. She's a patient. Her room was covered in blood. I mean, everywhere. And Granger cuts in and says, Sheriff, to be accurate, there was some blood splatter. It wasn't covered. It's not like buckets. It's like someone had an artery get opened up. And there was a bit of spray. But apparently, she's missing. She escaped the sand. She was in the light security section. I talked to Dr. Mueller over there. This Dr. Mueller says, Mueller, I don't know how to pronounce it. He's the head psychiatrist and doctor at the sanatorium. He said she was on light security. She was actually allowed to go on the grounds without supervision and stuff. So she was complaining that she saw a evil man. She's kind of out of her normal sorts. Medication wasn't helping, so they locked her in her room. They went back to check on her. Blood splatter on the wall. She's missing. But she had mentioned some evil man in the garden. Oh, it's sanatorium.
Can I roll to evaluate?
What are you evaluating?
I want to see if basically if I could see if he's telling the truth or not.
Good question. You guys should look over your stuff, see if anyone has any skills to do that. You can give it your best guess. I mean, how do you feel from him talking to you? Which one, the sheriff or Dr. Granger?
Both, really. I feel kind of uneasy talking to both of them.
All right. Well, good on you, because Dr. Granger's showing some signs of uneasiness. Just from your police experience, you could tell that he's not making full eye contact and he's fidgeting. He's tapping his foot a lot. He keeps checking his pocket. The sheriff's pretty relaxed. The sheriff just seems more rushed. Like he doesn't really. He's kind of. He's ready to get on the move. He's got something he's got to go do. Is what you're getting from him right now. It could be to stop that posse of vigilantes from stringing up Henry Redpath.
All right.
Anybody have any kind of skills that might be able to determine if Mr. or Dr. Granger's lying?
All I have is evaluate.
I've got deduce intent,
Yeah.
and that's the no intent. I'm not sure if that's the same thing.
Well, you know it's an intent would be behind his actions. You could tell why he's fidgety.
Let me ask another question. I've got telepathy, and it says that I can mentally talk with another person. Can I just listen to their thoughts, or would they know that I'm in their head?
No, they wouldn't know you were in their head unless you mentioned something. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay, I want to do that to the good doctor and just kind of see if I can't get a baseline of what's going on inside there.
Okay. You have a percentage to roll, or?
Hold on one second. Nope, it doesn't say a percentage. It just says 25 SFE. Communicate mentally with one person.
Okay. Is that an
Okay,
active?
that's basic telepathy. That's just to speak to someone else's mind.
So what I would, okay.
You need like mind delve or something in order to read his thought.
Okay, then I don't have that. The only other thing I can do is I will do the no intent then.
Okay.
And,
Is that
For somebody with like a high perception, or somebody with an actual skill, like an active or a class
you can
skill?
try your
This
high
is-
perception to see if you can't pick up anything on him.
this is
No,
my
Go ahead.
This is a class skill, so I'm not sure whether or not I would expend like any magical energy or any of that
Only
stuff.
if it says that there's soulfire energy on it. If not, then you're just using a skill.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's soulfire energy. Then okay, I won't do that then.
Well, I mean, they're not going to see it, if that's what you mean. It's not like you're casting.
Gotcha. Okay, I got 70% to do that.
Okay.
I'll do that.
God.
The hell is that man doing? Just,
I've got a 65.
Okay. So his intent is to be right now. His intent, it's the emotion coming off of him, or the purpose behind his actions, is to conceal a conversation or pact. He's concealing something he's agreed to with someone else. All right. The mayor says, I've paid for all of everybody's building and so forth, and the interim sheriff has done a great job of interviewing the crew and such. Your ship is cleared as far as being dealt with this crime, but I still need to solve the crime before I can let you guys leave. But you're deputized now, but I just wanted to let you know nobody on your ship was involved as far as we're concerned. So that portion's done. All right. Professor Holt's in the room, and he says, thank God. All right. Now that we can leave whenever this is done, I'm upping the pay to $2,000 to solve this problem because I want to be gone no later than Thursday, which is 2 days from now. Thank you. Now I'm going to retire because this nonsense is cutting into my beauty sleep. All right, the ship's captain is there, and he kind of just looks over at you guys, and he says, if there's anything I could do to help, right now I'm just working with the first mate to plot everything out. I do have supplies on board. If you need cartridges for your firearms, let me know. Of course, we'll dip into our supplies for the expedition, but we can always resupply. It's not a huge problem. Trust me, I've spent the last 35 years on the seas, back and forth. I know what I'm doing. The ship is ready. But if you need anything else, especially if any, as far as issues go, if anyone gets injured, please bring it to my attention right away. I need to know those things before we head out on the ocean. I don't want you to hide an injury or a condition and we get out to sea and we're unable to help you. My man Darnell over here has been working as to learn to be a medic as well. So he's one of my deckhands, but he's very good at tending to people for non-emergent situations. So, like I said, you need me for anything. Need anything from the ship? If you need ammunition, you need first aid, anything, let me know.
Cool.
Well, thank you.
Thank you kindly.
All right. All right. The sheriff says, I've got to take my leave, gentlemen. Good luck to you. If you need anything, let me know. I will be checking back with you, but I've got to go and deal with McClintock and his good old boys.
One other question there, Sheriff.
Sure.
Might we be able to speak with Barney?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. He's being protected at the office by Morty. So he's in the sheriff's office. You can stop by, question him to... I tell you now, Barney's about as sharp as mud, and he's normally very drunk. Now, he hasn't had a drop of... Can't say he hasn't had a drop of liquor, because apparently, according to Dr. Granger, he still needs to drink a little bit. So we've let him have beers while he's sitting over there, but I don't know. You're welcome to go question him. Morty knows you guys are deputized.
Well, thank you there, Sheriff.
No problem.
That's all the questions that I have.
Just be careful as well. I heard about that animal that was in town. The boy said he shot at it. He's pretty sure he shot it in the shoulder.
He lied to you.
Sure. Has anyone been in to look at Dr. Wilson's home?
I did a brief walkthrough, but I got to tell you, I didn't really see much, so I was more focused on the bodies. A good walkthrough would be prudent at this point. Maybe the assailant was looking for something.
Oh. How did you get in? We tried the doors; they were locked.
Well, I had the key. I have Dr. Wilson's keys from his body,
Gotcha.
but I locked it up because I just didn't want people. The town is kind of up in arms. I didn't want them all in and out of his house. And the only problem there is I feel like if the girls are out there and they try to come home, it's locked. I don't like that. But
Did you check the woman's body for keys or anything?
no, that was the boys in Mortimer on her, so I was over at Dr. Wilson's body.
Gotcha. So, do you mind if we go check, and if there's keys on her body, then we...
Oh, absolutely. At this point, just try to keep track and keep a log of any kind of evidence that you come across. Please, if you're going to use your rest powers, just make sure we have something. I don't like I'm not a homicide detective like I stated before. I was a property crimes guy, but I don't like the fact that we're going on one town drunkard's observation as we're arresting this other guy. So I just like to have my ducks in a row.
Understood. We take care of you.
But you all seem like sharp individuals. I mean, definitely compared to some of the others who were involved. So just be safe and take notes of what you need.
Cool. Real quick before we head out,
Mhm.
is there any progress made on finding the previous sheriff, or did you just let that case drop off and just focus on this homicide here?
I think I'll focus on the other sheriff as soon as we find the girls. Right now, they're the only ones that I'm extremely concerned about right now. The sheriff's a grown man, and I hate to say this, but he's a lawman. He knew the job. Hopefully he's okay. But those little girls can't fend for themselves.
Understood.
So, but I got to take my leave. Good luck to you all. Let me know if you need anything. Additionally, I left a flare gun on the desk over there. If things get crazy, please someone take that with you. Fire off a flare into the sky so we can all see it, and we'll all rush to that direction. That's my best idea for us trying to coordinate while we're going through this town. All right.
Cool.
Why does it keep doing that? All right, so the sheriff leaves, and Dr. Granger says, "Do you have anything else for me? Because I would really like to return to my home. I have a family that's probably a bit nervous. I want to protect mine."
Eric, while they're leaving, I look down at their shoes, at their feet, to try and get a gauge of measurement of shoe size.
Okay, probably the largest shoes here are the sheriff's. I'd say he probably wears a size 11 or 12. Mayor's pretty close to the same. Doctor's a little bit smaller, maybe at 10.
Are there any mud on their shoes?
Good question. Yes, the sheriff has mud on his shoes, but the one that is surprising is the doctor. He has mud on his shoes.
And you said it rained, what, 2 days ago? Or
Yes.
last night?
No, 2
Days ago.
2 days ago, right?
The night of the crime, right?
Yes, the night of the crime. Yeah, so this is the second day now. So it's been 2 days since.
Hmm.
All right. He says, good luck to you all. If you need anything, let me know, and I'll see you guys later.
Thank you.
Mayor says, I greatly appreciate this all. It's election year. It's murder bodes badly for me. So whatever you could do, appreciate it. All right. So the mayor leaves.
good to see he cares about the town.
Yeah. All right. Darnell says, I got all you guys' stuff here. I guess they said you could take whatever you want. If there's anything else, I'm going to go ahead and take it and put it on the ship. I think it's more secure that way. Captain Lieberman's not going to let anybody come on his ship that he doesn't. So,
Hey, Darnell, just be careful, man. Some weird shit going on in this town, bro.
I heard, man. You got to be careful, brother. That wolf thing. We're from the city, man. We don't deal with it.
Oh, I can tell. Us
Hey,
country boys, we shoot.
Understood.
Y'all don't.
I seen some stuff, but
Yeah.
but this is something different. I'm not gonna do anything that'll put myself in any crazy danger.
All right. Well, take care, guys. And if you need anything, especially like first aid stuff, let me know, since I'm kind of the ship medic right now. I got access to the medicine, the bandages, the antiseptic and everything. So, also the first mate, she has access to. She's the quartermaster, so she has access to all the other stuff, like basic supplies and stuff. If you need that, backpacks, flashlights, any of that.
Okay.
All right. So Darnell goes and leaves. It's just you guys now. Katsuro's got his stuff. Katsuro's just bringing a knife. He's going to leave his sword in his bag and gives it to Darnell. So what do you guys want to bring with you?
I'm gonna bring my two daggers.
The
I'm
blick.
bringing my gun.
Okay.
I'm bringing the
Bringing
shotgun,
the Roscoe.
and I'll keep my trench knife.
All right. Callie? We lost Callie? Okay. Santiago?
Can I ask for one of those flashlights?
Sure. All right.
I'd like to bring my long daggers and then probably get a backpack of supplies.
Okay.
Well, I got a duffel bag, and it can carry up to 60 pounds. So if you guys want to bring some supplies, you just toss them in the duffel bag. Okay.
Flashlight, anybody wants it, they can write, or it creates light, 10-meter range, gives you plus 20% to detect.
I would like one.
I grab my bag, my book bag, backpack. It has all my stuff in it.
Okay. All right.
Well, I don't think the flashlights would be too heavy. So if everybody wants to pick one up,
Yeah, then you wouldn't need to carry your bag if you don't need to. So
yeah.
just the shotty and the knife and some ammo. Make
Well,
sure you guys say how much ammo you want to bring, because all of it in your bag. I don't know if you're putting all of it in your pocket. You know what I mean?
We only got two cases of 12 gauge shells, so
Okay.
should need a whole duffel bag for that.
Yeah.
I could put it in Rob's book bag, his
Yeah.
Jam Sport.
All right.
That you might.
Okay, so everybody's got their stuff to get their what they're bringing. Tiago, are you bringing anything else?
My knife,
Okay.
the baton.
Okay. All right. So you guys are ready to go. You're going to walk across town and then take the north side road to head towards the mortician's office.
Mm-hmm. You know what I don't understand is if these murders occurred 2 days ago, why are the bodies just still
Out.
Like, there's no preservation of evidence. There's no, like, respect for the people that have been deceased. It's kind of like, do you know what I mean?
There
Like
was
the
a
sheriff-
weird explanation for that third one too.
Yeah, and then like the sheriff didn't even like really thoroughly go through the house. He's just like, yeah, just gonna walk through and meh. And I'm like,
They don't have the most responsible people in charge of the most important jobs around this town.
Yes.
Well, the
Agreed.
old sheriff is missing, and the new guy, his speciality was not in, as you say, actual law enforcement. It was, different
desk
types
job.
of caper. Yes, he was a desk job type guy. My nephew Percival here is he seems to be more well-rounded with investigations and stuff.
Not too much credit there. They make me in charge.
They can do a lot worse.
All right, you guys head outside. You're walking down from the harbor across the town square area.
Hey, real quick, y'all legit had me think there was a door behind me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this?
That's a fact. I was like, what the hell? Who's coming in here?
Y'all couldn't tell it, but I looked at my closet door because it is open.
And it's getting a little bit breezy outside.
Legit looked
scared
up.
So it's a little bit breezy outside, and you guys are kind of walking along the. Let me see. Am I able to share that right?
Oh,
It should. So the docks would be over to the right side of the screen here. So you guys are coming from this way, so you came around here. Like you guys left, closed the door. You guys are heading down this way, heading across the. This was the town square where you guys went over here to eat earlier. But you're going to cut across and you're going to go up the North Road like Mr. Voorhees told you to. As you're walking, it's definitely dark out now, but there's still some areas that have lamplight. Okay, so for the streets as you guys are walking, it's not like you need your flashlights out here unless you want to take them out. But mostly everybody seems to be indoors. You could see people peeking through the windows, or as you guys go by, some people drawing curtains or closing their shutters. But nobody seems to be wanting to be in the streets right now. So as you guys are walking, it's not particularly you, but there's probably something that's, the unsettling idea of the mysterious triple homicide with two bodies is got people wondering. So you hear, it's cobblestone streets, so you guys are, you're walking, you can hear, it echo around and such as you guys are going to cross over towards one of the main streets. Something ahead, you heard someone scream. There it is again.
Where's that coming from? Can you tell?
Up and around the corner to your let me see, if you're in cardinal directions, it was to the west of where you guys are heading. Aloysius is in the front. So tell me what y'all want to do.
I start going towards the side. I draw my pistol and start going towards the sound of the screams.
is it the street lights are light enough for us not to need any additional light?
Yeah, you guys don't need the flashlights right now. If you look, like, I don't know how well it conveys it, but you guys can kind of see from a lamplight here. As you're walking this way and you've heard the scream, you come around a corner, there is a young woman over near this, I don't know what those are, boxes or garbage. Leonora, Katsuro taps you on the shoulder and points, and he climbs up this like a fire escape stairwell here to get on the roof, and he's going along there.
Fucker, that's what I was gonna do. I'll jump up there and follow him.
Okay. All right. So up ahead of you, you see a young woman. She's just standing there looking at the garbage stuff.
Ma'am, as I go closer, I have my forearm kind of not pointed at her, but kind of at my side, and my other arm up. It's everything. What seems to be the problem?
All right, she turns real quick and looks at you, but she's scared. She stumbles back a little bit. She's wearing all white linen kind of clothing. Her hair's kind of messy. She's no makeup. You'd say she's
Please,
maybe 20
calm.
years old. She's got a lot of blood on her left arm. And she's backing away from you a little bit.
She's running away from us.
Backing away, just slowly.
Ma'am, it appears you're hurt. I got a couple first aid kits. I can patch you up.
Give that woman a band-aid.
Everybody, let's go around the group and see what you guys want to do. Thuro's at the edge of the rooftop, Leonora, and he points down and he does like the symbol, like I see someone down there.
I'll go behind him. What is that another rooftop over there?
You'd
Huh?
have to drop down on this one.
You guys are like on a 2-story one, and that's a 1-story building, I guess? Yeah. Okay.
Good
All
call.
right. I'm going to tap him and tell him I'm going to drop down to that one.
All right.
Can I roll my stealth?
Yes.
Maybe
Good idea.
seal techniques over here.
Ooh, I got it.
All right. You drop down. All right. She says the girl didn't notice you drop down, but she steps forward a little bit. She seems a little bit less uneasy by you guys, and she just says, the man of multiple men is coming.
The man of multiple men is coming. He's coming here?
It's coming now.
What's he coming to do?
Garbage.
She looks at the garbage.
She's pointing at it.
Okay,
Oh,
I kind
baby, what did you do?
I kind of point towards the garbage to the rest of, signaling to the rest of them to keep an eye out on the garbage. And I said, Mrs., what is your name?
All right. She just shakes her head no.
I'm gonna do a one of my skeptics eye. I think I actually hold on.
All right.
Oh no. That's I thought that meant I might be able to charm, but no, I can't.
Well, what's your social interaction? Let me roll that. See if she's.
Hold on. Social interaction.
Trying to get her to come to us or to just be more
Be more open. Yeah,
specific.
not to.
Okay.
Social interaction is 55%. 55%. Charm is actually 30. I'll do social interaction.
Okay.
Oh, I actually rolled a 1.
All right.
001.
To you, and she says that she keeps pointing at the garbage, and she says, "Where's Dr. Wilson?"
Dr. Wilson is not available at this time, but I am a doctor of sorts. What might help you?
We're sorry.
All right, Leonora, you're the first to notice. There's 4 men that are hooded and cloaked that are coming around from behind these 2 houses.
I'll signal to Katsuro.
Okay.
I see 4 down there.
All right. 2 men come running down the alleyway towards her back, and she spins around scared and steps to the side of you. And you see these guys coming.
Can I just get her behind me and then I just raise the shotgun and get ready to take a shot at these
Good call.
dementors?
250 experience points. All right, guys. Let me know
Expelling
what
ammo
you're doing.
rounds. Now I
I'm gonna
missed
pull out my handgun.
All right. they have their faces like just a basic piece of cloth, but there's something about the look in their eyes, like a blank, like fearless. I wouldn't say rage, but just
They have no.
Oh, he's not going to get that close to me.
they have no concern. Okay, so if you guys are going to do something, I need to know now. They just start running at you with knives drawn.
Knives drawn?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that. I shoot.
All right, roll initiative.
Rolling initiative.
Yeah.
Yep. 10-sided die. They got an 8.
I got 2.
I got a 9.
Okay.
I got a 7.
My man.
All right. So Percival goes first. Well, I don't know. What's Tiago got?
4.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, hold on. I get a +1 to the initiative, so I got an 8.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I forgot about our little bonuses here.
Shit,
Forgot
shit.
that too. Hold on. Let's go have a little look. See.
I don't think I get an initiative bonus. It's all good.
Oh shit! I got a 10 then because I got a +1 to initiative.
Oh no, I got a +2. So I got a 5. It's still low either way.
You with your bonus, you had a 4, or that's before your bonus?
No, I rolled a 2 and I had +3 for a bonus to initiative.
Okay. All right, let's go. So it'd be Percival, Callie. What'd you get, Leonora?
I got with my bonus. I got a 7.
Okay. So then it'll be Percival, Callie, then them. Then it'll go Leonora. Tiago, what's yours with the bonus?
Where's the bonus?
It's on
Combat
the
education.
second page of your character sheet. So it'll be near the top page 2. That first section, it's on the right third from the bottom.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got an 8.
Okay. So you will go all right, Percival, Callie, Tiago, the bad guys, and it'll be
Then me.
Marcus, and then or Leonora, then Marcus.
The
All right, go.
Things I will never put.
Shit. What do I want to do?
So these are mortal, right? Physical beings.
Yes.
Oh, they're mortal? All right, that helps. I'm gonna activate my gunplay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna aim at the first individual with the handgun. 2 hands. Pinpoint shot to the face.
Okay. Bro.
Oh shit, I got the wrong die. Hold on.
You're rolling that 12-sided, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's been
14. I got 14.
Okay. Well, that didn't. Now, roll a 20-sided die again.
8. Oh, do I have a bonus? Hold on.
All right, well,
11.
you hit him dead in the center of his chest. All right, 44 Magnum, dead center of his chest. He falls back right on the ground.
Oh yeah, he's done.
Okay. How many more actions do you have?
Just one.
Okay.
Second individual, same thing. Pinpoint shot straight to the face. Woo, 16.
All right. That was a called shot to his face. This dude is done.
And then I pray.
All right. Who's next?
I'm next.
All right. Go.
As that guy moves forward, I'm going to shoot him dead in the chest. Wait, hold on. Where's my 2 attack? What am I rolling here? I forget. The 20.
20-sided die.
All right. I've got a 15.
Roll the 20-sided die again. I need to know where you hit.
I was going for the chest and 20
You
sided
got a
again.
15, so 15 is not a called shot. You got to roll the hit chart. Roll the 20-sided die.
15.
15. All right. Oh, you got him right in the sternum. All right. You gonna shoot again, or do you have any more actions? Or
I've got 3 actions. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot again.
all right, shoot him again.
That is a That is a 14.
All right, roll again where you hit him.
6.
In the clavicle. All right. He's down, but you're not sure if he's dead or not. I don't remember how to look at more of these. Anyway. That's not great. Okay. So you're not sure if he's dead or not. That's two actions.
Yeah. That guy's too close to me. I'm gonna step back.
Okay.
That counts as an action, right?
Yep.
All right.
All right. So it's their action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. This guy, one of the guys jumps in at Tiago with a knife out and tries to stab him in the face. All right, he completely misses and hits the barrel behind you. He's trying to pull a knife out.
Can I counter?
Yep.
All right, 42 on counter.
Cool. Go for it.
That is a 17.
Sweet.
I want to use the sticks.
Okay.
Or I want to use a stick, so I sheathe my knife first.
Okay.
And I want to incapacitate.
Okay. Do you have a move that you're using?
Yeah, I want to do the lock up.
Okay.
So, where did I put that? God, I was just looking at it. So it should be -10 to his defense too. Otherwise, it should be 65% damage.
Okay. He failed his physical resistance. He's unconscious. All right. Anybody want to do anything else, or? I wish I could figure out how to put the unconscious thing. Do you remember? It's like how to look at the other icons.
Is his face covered?
Yes.
Can I uncover it for my
Yeah.
second action?
Sure. You uncover it. He's very unkept. You would say he's almost terrible hygiene. His teeth are yellowish brown. Maybe he shaved a couple of days ago. He's got boogers and snot.
Poor allergies. Feel your pain, dude.
I know. Tell me what.
He lives in Virginia.
I'm gonna step up close to see if the guy that I shot is dead. I'm looking at also is the knife in his hand.
This the guy that you shot and fell down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I see his hands?
Yep.
Is he still clutching the knife?
Yes.
I shoot him.
Okay. Roll.
That's 11.
All right. Roll where you hit.
5.
So we just out there doing the coup de grace, huh?
All right. He dead. Right through his throat. He dead.
I better he is dead than I find out that he is not, and he's still holding that knife.
I can't really
That's
pile these
awesome.
guys up. So the two guys are starting to run into the alleyway. Katsuro was coming to try to come up behind the guys that were coming at you guys, but these guys came. So one of them starts fighting with Katsuro, and the three of them jump over here. So now it's Leonora and Marcus. Unless, do you have an action left, Tiago?
Yes, I have 2.
Okay. Do you have a distant attack or something, or do you just anything else you want to do? Or
Yeah, I can throw my knife if anyone's in harm's way specifically.
not at the moment. They're still rushing. So it's about to be Marcus and Leonora. Katsuro's got one guy, so he should be able to fight one guy. Plus, Percival and Callie are still free. So if that goes south, they can help out Katsuro.
They
I actually have 2 more actions. I looked at my sheet. I have 4.
That helps. All right. So we'll come back to your actions, but right now it's Leonora's turn. What are you doing? You got 3 guys coming into the alleyway.
Okay, I take it I'm off the roof now.
No, I was just moving you around, trying to get them over here without putting them on top of the same pieces.
The one that's closest to me, I'll jump off the roof.
Okay.
And when I do it, I'll pull both my long daggers out and land on him and stab him.
Okay. It won't let me put. Anyway. Okay. We're just going to say that you jumped off the roof. Go ahead and roll your 20. Anywhere
I
you're
got a
trying to stab.
Right into both sides of his neck.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, I got a 19. I already rolled
Oh. All right. He is dead.
it. The next one, I'm assuming maybe he won't see me, so I'll do ambush and I'll do a crescent drawing slash.
Okay.
Ichi.
Got an 18.
Oh. All right. He falls on the ground. He tries to get up and turn around. You notice he's reaching into his cloak like he's going to grab something else because his knife goes sliding on the floor.
I don't know. I'll throw my dagger.
Okay. Roll.
Ooh, I got a 10.
It grazes him, but he pulls out a pistol. Marcus, your turn. You got 2 people in play. I'm going to put something on this guy because he's unconscious that Tiago took out, just so we know he's not in play. These 3 are in play.
Cool.
He's standing up with the guy that I have the cursor on is standing up with a revolver.
Boom.
So I know I missed the tutorial, but I'm gonna go with the grapple and pierce.
Okay.
I rolled a 17,
Good.
and then I rolled a 2, so I guess it's targeting his right eye for the pierce.
Yeah.
It says over 14 I grapple, so I guess the grapple is effective.
Yeah. He's dead with the pierce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
right. There's one guy left.
Leave him alive. We gotta talk to him.
All right.
I have one.
God.
Oh, yeah. You got one. He tries to run away. Hold on. All right. He's trying to escape.
And since I think who was it? Percy said he had a. Oh, he's getting away. Okay.
You guys can take shots at him. He's
I was
running.
going to see if Percy wanted to shoot him because I was going to use some turns to try to help our hostage over here who's damaged.
Okay.
I guess we can do that after battle. I guess if she's not mortally wounded.
Katsuro says, "Do we chase?"
We have one. Or let me get in character.
We have one left here with us, right?
Yeah.
Back, like further towards where that guy's running.
Is that the
Oh,
guy?
no, let homie. He accepted his own fate. Fuck him.
You going after him?
Is that the guy we have hostage or no?
Whoa!
Who's making that noise?
That's coming from the way where the dude went.
Are you guys going to go after him? Katsuro says, "Are we chasing him?"
Is he running towards
baby.
the noise?
Oh no!
Yeah, he's running towards the noise.
Hey,
No,
go
let's
ahead,
stay together.
Hey,
Let's stay together.
come
Oh
on
no,
back,
baby!
pal.
What is you doing? No,
All
what
right.
you going over there?
All right, he comes back. He's like, "I don't want to run towards that."
No,
Get your ass back here.
let's be on guard for whatever made that sound.
All right, a few seconds go by. You guys still have your prisoner and stuff. You hear that from the alleyway that he ran down.
Sorry, it's not funny.
Cool.
Zero's still watching that way. You guys have your weapons out. Do you guys want to just bind him in something? Does anyone have rope or anything?
Tie him up for what? Where he gonna go? He's surrounded, my boy.
Yeah, it's true.
Make a move.
Can we disarm him? Does he have any pistols on him?
Yes.
Make a motherfucker.
Take it.
You say that they have robes and stuff on them?
Yeah, just it looks like a very makeshift robe, dyed black. Looks like it's made like a homemade dye.
Cut strips off of it and use it to bind him. Cut strips off of the other guy's robes and use it to bind this one.
All right, good idea.
And can we check the garbage too?
Good call.
Yes.
Everybody 500 experience points for so far.
Alice Katsuro.
Something's coming closer.
Never
The
mind.
sound's getting closer. The little girl or the young woman, the teenage girl says, "We've got to go. The man of many men is coming."
Hey, y'all heard the lady. Let's make haste.
Yeah, I'll throw this guy over my shoulder.
Who is this man of many men?
All right, you guys got to roll your escape.
Wait,
Tiago,
did we check the garbage?
you're gonna have a negative
Bro,
15 because you're
Many
carrying.
men is coming,
Sure.
bro. Many men. many men. We gotta get the fuck up out of here. Can we look at the garbage? You ain't hear that shit?
All right, roll your investigate for the garbage. If someone let's look at the garbage.
Yeah, I'll look.
You about to be in the trash. Is
20%.
that-
I rolled my investigation.
All right.
So we're
Tiago,
rolling.
when you kind of mess with the garbage, you notice that as soon as you move some of the boxes around, you find a very mangled woman's head. It looks
Found
like
it.
it's been
Oh shit!
pretty much crushed.
Bring that with us.
No. Take it.
I stripped one of the more cloths off of one of the other guys, and then I wrapped the head up in it. Let's go.
All right. All right, everyone, roll your escape. Katsuro says, "I'll help you carry him, Tiago." So you only have a negative 5%.
I did not get my escape.
Uh-oh.
I'll do
Where's escape?
First page of the character sheet. In the middle under character abilities, it's in the third.
Aha.
Oh, you see it? Yeah.
Okay.
I can bring up the rear and I'll do back protection.
I did not get my escape either.
I ran the wrong way.
I thought it was gonna be me.
The end. Oh my God! the end.
Oh yeah, I made it.
You're holding
Echoing.
Oh my
I got
God.
mine. I'm deuces. God got me.
Make sure y'all
First of
come
all,
back and
Are you
investigate.
taking the little girl?
Yeah, please take the
Take the girl with you, Percival.
go without us.
All right, Katsuro's gonna go with Percival then.
Come on, that girl.
Hey, me and Lucille about to do some work out here.
Seal.
Let me go ahead and get this this possible attack ready. Are we rolling for initiative, or is Mini-Man gonna get the first strike? Lord Jesus.
Oh my God.
All right, ahead of you, you can barely tell from the light. Someone is in the alleyway or at the other end of the alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're large because they're having a hard time kind of moving towards that.
They big.
So, I lost. They're coming. They're staying just out of the light, but you can kind of see this outline and so forth. Get this without screen properly.
Hey, EJ, real quick. I'm looking at the list. I see there's a decapitate stat. Is there
Yeah.
not a dismember one, or is the dismember one just strictly based on the attack?
It's just based on the attack. Decapitates for the head up only, and then the So he's at the other end of the alleyway. You'd say he's about 8 feet tall, maybe. He's slightly hunched. He's definitely about 4 feet wide. He's got blood on him from somebody and tattered pieces of black dyed cloth. And he's watching, or he's at the other end of the alleyway looking at you guys. All right, when Percival and Katsuro are heading out the other alleyway, the girl pulls and stops and she says, "You've got to get your friends. The man of many men's going to kill them."
He got to get through us first.
All right, he starts coming down the alleyway towards your guys' direction.
Are we rolling re-rolling for initiative here?
You guys get first action, so let me get.
All right. I will do. Where's my? I think it's a single slug shot from the shotgun.
Okay.
Can I see the alleyway again?
Yeah.
Got a 10, so that's half damage. Adding this up, it's going to be a 90% damage, so half that, 45, because I rolled a 10 instead of 11. And then I will be aiming at where's the What's is 20 on here or not? So it would be his left thigh.
Okay, give me just a second. Okay.
I'm assuming because it's half damage, we're not getting any of that sweet dismemberment.
Yeah. All right. So you shoot him right in the face. Actually, you don't have slugs. You only have buckshot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have to get slugs. It does show you slug damage on your shotgun, but the only ammunition you have is buckshot right now. All right. It shoots him in the face, and he steps back, and I mean, you can see the buckshot rip through his face tissue, and definitely take his left eye is where you hit him, correct?
Left thigh.
Oh, left thigh. Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
I was like, man, my aim is way off.
That rips some of his pants, but he just keeps coming. You notice he reaches to the right, grabs a cart full of barrels and stuff, and throws it.
Donkey Kong it? Okay.
Yep. All right, it smashes on the ground behind you guys, totally missing.
All right. See, that was one action. We'll try this again. A 14. All right, so that's full damage. And what is 10? This will be left shoulder.
Okay.
So full damage, that would be 90%. Oh, never mind. That's slug. Let me check now that you reminded me.
What's in those barrels?
All right, he take the.
So that's 25 damage.
All right, he takes a step back when you shoot him. It's like it throws his shoulder back. Then he turns back and he looks like he's getting just pissed.
All right.
I want to shine the flashlight in his eyes.
Oh, if y'all want to jump in and do something, all I'm doing is trying to buy us some time to figure out what's going on here.
What's in the barrels? Are they labeled at all?
The barrels that he just threw past you guys, or the closest barrels to you guys is
those ones.
It says grain.
Are you thinking he's like undead type stuff? Something flammable will get him off of us, or?
Yeah. That's what I was like. Is there any torches nearby? Is that like whiskey barrels? Can we?
I got something.
Rip it.
The ignite spell. Is that like a big? Because it says start a small fire, and then there's another one, create flame. Create flame is just a small flame, like I'm lighting a match, right?
Yeah.
Or a torch. But the create fire, the ignite, is that like a? Because that's damage is plus 15%. But it's is that like a fire?
For the ignite?
Yeah, like an attack.
Yeah, it's basically just hitting him with fire.
Like a fireball type deal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Sorry, Marcus. He ain't seen this shit before. All right, I step to the side so that Marcus is not right in my direct path.
Okay.
And I let loose with the ignite. I got a 18.
Okay.
Well, it's let me see, it's 55% chance. Let me roll my percentile. All right, 35.
All right, you hit him, and he definitely catches flame. He takes a few steps back, and he starts beating on himself.
Okay, he does not like fire.
Fire pad.
All right. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it again.
Hmm.
19 and 32%.
All right, now he is definitely engulfed in flame, and he starts walking the opposite direction.
That's our chance.
I say we run
Run.
expeditiously the other way.
You see him smashing into the side of this wooden frame that goes up, like what do they call them when they're doing construction work?
Scaffolding.
When they do
Yeah, it's breaking the scaffolding, and above that is a part of a tower for the water reception.
Oh, this motherfucker is smart. Let's run. What's my escape? This motherfucker is smart. Let's run.
I mean, between you and Marcus, you guys have already done like over 200% damage. So,
and he's not showing any effects of that.
so that is definitely paranormal, supernatural.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Unless anybody wanted to try something new with this guy or figure something out. But
I got
hopefully everybody noticed his size. So when we talk about did Hank do it or not, this dude looks pretty big as well.
Yes.
I got like 28 on my escape.
Oh, we
Okay.
rolling.
As soon as I see him reaching for that thing, I go, let's go the other way.
I think
So
we
where
found
am I at?
our first contender for the dice dungeon this round. Escape was not made.
Oh shit.
But you made it though. Get out of here, guy. Take our prisoner with you.
Oh shit.
Come on, dudes.
Everybody else rolled their escape. Everybody's good.
Am I still with y'all?
No,
No, you have to throw her out of this.
Oh,
You back at White Church.
shit.
All right, so who got their escape?
I didn't get
I
it.
did.
Cal got it.
Okay. So you.
Marcus, what we can do is we can run past him and run down the alley and maybe lead him away.
From the rest of the people. Be decoys, if you will.
Tiago,
Yes.
did you get your escape?
What's that?
Did you get your escape?
On the second attempt.
Okay, good. All right, so you and the prisoner are gone. So it's just Marcus and Leonora there. All right, he's
Yeah, we
definitely
freed him
coming
away.
back now that he's not on fire anymore.
Oh, little baby. Oh, little baby.
How do I
Say goodbye.
Ready?
I
How
love the
fast
fate.
how fast can you run?
Fast as fuck.
Fast as fuck, boy. Fast
Fast
as
as
fuck.
fuck. My speed is at 85.
All right, let's go. Run.
Ready to think like the speed of sound.
All right, he's definitely not that fast. So you guys have made it out of the area.
Oh, so we did escape. Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Is there like a bell or something that we can ring in the town to let them know? Like, don't somebody go outside to let their dog out? And
Well, I'm suspicious anyway because once nighttime came around, people were closing blinds and all that shit anyway. So that might be
Yeah,
a
like do they know something? You
regular
guys?
occurrence in White
what they
Church.
knew.
Yeah, everybody was like deuces.
They didn't say nothing. Damn, they crazy.
Is there any markings on any doorways or anything?
Good question. Right now, it's hard to tell because you guys just ran out of the square. It'd probably be better to go
Okay.
back, flashlights, and look. But I don't know about going back in there right now. With,
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
over there in the alleyway. That's not a good thing.
Mm.
All right, so you guys can go back to the warehouse of the docks. You guys can head to the mortician's place, but you do have a prisoner. So what do you want to do about him? He's not doing too well, Tiago. He's gonna probably die.
That's a shame.
Got another first aid kit if we want to render aid to him for the sake of.
I've got a first aid kit.
All right.
Yeah, I can actually treat him.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, I see you. Arr.
Let me go ahead and clean dress wound on this guy.
There you go. Now that you guys have him here, and you know, kind of torn up some of his stuff to bandage him and tie him up, and he's wearing a striped white linen.
White
Like a-
linen.
Like a prisoner outfit?
No, not a prisoner. I do a what is that? A knowledge check, maybe?
Psych.
I want to see if I'm
Psych.
correct that it's the sanatorium. What would I need to roll on?
For what?
Investigate or evaluate there, Eric?
Investigating
Huh?
stuff, all right?
Because I think that uniform is the striped white thing is from the sanatorium, but I want to make sure what I roll investigate, evaluate, or to know that they look like hospital clothes.
I'll show you. You tell me.
I would say based on his actions, he's probably from the crazy
Sanatorium.
place.
Yeah.
this universe's version of Arkham.
There you go.
Yeah, that is nutty.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a few pounds short of a full bale of cotton.
So that's what he's wearing. He is smiling at you, and he kind of asks as you're bandaging him up, Tiago. He says, "When's breakfast?"
Callie, can you see what's going on in his mind?
I don't have that ability. I can talk to him, but I can't just read his mind.
He's great value, Professor X.
Oh my god.
Oh, you mother!
Stop.
Kirkland.
God dang.
What the hell?
He's the Equati one.
Oh, hold on a second.
He found something.
If I do this, then I'm probably pretty much tapped for anything else magical tonight until I replenish my whatchamacallit, because it'll take me down to pretty much nil.
Do we have any rations on us?
Hold on a second.
You guys didn't get it when you guys didn't ask Darnell for anything, so
Right.
No, we weren't expecting any of this shenanigans tonight. We thought we were
Mhm.
mystery Scooby-Doo stuff.
Okay.
just ripping off masks, and then instead,
Running through doors and confusing monsters instead of
Yeah.
actually fighting them.
gotta have the musical moment where you're
Hold
running.
on. Let me make sure I got enough to do this.
Can I try to hear his thoughts?
Oh, here we go.
You caught back up to us?
Yeah,
First of
we
all,
were-
why y'all leave us back there like that? That's fucked up.
you go.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Did you see that thing?
Oh,
Did you see it?
I heard it. I ain't see it. What it look like?
Yeah, that's
it
what I'm-
pulled. Hold on.
What'd
Hold
you
on.
get,
one second.
Leonora?
What do you want me to roll?
Just 210s.
Ooh, I got an 86.
Okay, I got 250
Like that
so
ain't
All right,
far.
the little girl says his name's Derek Weller.
the
For
girl.
the teenage girl. She says, that's Derek Weller.
What is your name, darling?
Alice.
Alice? Did you used to live in the sanatorium?
Yes. I was
There
trying to find
people
Dr. Wilson.
You were what?
I'm trying to find Dr. Wilson. He used to work. He used to be my doctor.
Oh damn.
What happened to you?
The bad doctor didn't want me to tell Dr. Wilson about what happens.
What do you mean? What happens?
What happens at night when the bad doctor sends out people like Derek.
Who's the bad doctor?
Says V.
Dr. V. Do you know why he's sending them out?
He's sending them out to clean up. He said they have to clean up.
After the
Okay.
many men?
Yes.
What is the many men?
The man of many men.
The man of many men used to be very sick. Dr. V changed it.
I'm going to go now. All of us are together now, right?
Yes. I'm guessing the
Okay.
closest place is the docks warehouse that you guys could have just ducked back into.
Are we alone in there, or are there other people in there?
Nope. You're at the office of the dock or the warehouse.
Okay.
He says
Have you
Derek's
ever?
not dangerous. He's only dangerous when
I'm gonna let y'all know now. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Many men, man of many men. All of this.
Me too.
Hold on one
What
second.
is this?
I have a theory. The man of many men is what might have been known as a golem or a. There was a book written by a young enterprising person that talked about a amalgamum, a man that was created from parts of other men, if you will. And I believe that might be what we're dealing with, something of the supernatural bent.
Aloysius Ketsuro asks, okay, in this story, can it be killed? Because Marcus shot him twice with a shotgun. And I know
In
you
this,
threw fire at him, and he still kept coming. Can we kill it?
he might, in this story, it could be killed, but it took an immense amount of damage.
we can kill it.
It hated fire, which is why I shot it.
He didn't like
This-
fire.
Very, very smart. Its intelligence is intact as it pulled down the water in order to douse the flames. So we're not dealing with a dull automaton, if you will.
It seems smarter than the henchmen. They're definitely one goal oriented. This Derek kid and the others were given one task.
I must tell you about. I am a man of peculiar
Talents.
circumstances, if you will, and so what I'm about to disclose, please, we must keep it in here.
Mum's the word.
Well, there's a lot that happened in the alleyway that we should keep in here because you threw fire from your hands.
Yes, I am kind of a practitioner of magical arts, if you will.
You a goddamn wizard? Are you the wizards is real out here?
I'm for lack of a better term, yes, I can be called a wizard, but I'm no pointy hats.
Oh, wizard too, Percy? Ain't this your family?
Well, he is my uncle, and he taught me a couple of things that I do use on for my prayers. And yes, he is a man of many talents.
Lord Jesus.
That's good. We'll use it.
We out here fighting zombies. We out here fighting zombies.
This guy is not per se, I do not believe, a zombie. The other guy is he can be zombie in his endeavors, in his proclivities, his makeup.
So he's a construct.
Yes,
I'm guessing that's the best way to look at it.
but he is a living construct made of flesh.
You mean like
Sounds fun.
Frank?
Bro just asks Alice, is he the only one?
Ooh, that's important.
Oh,
Alice, I don't know.
and the bad doctor is
you can make more.
What were you saying, Cal, about the bad doctor?
I'm asking Alice. The bad doctor is he is the one that is creating these men of many men.
He made him out of an old man named Paul.
So let me let you guys know what I have found. Before, while we were investigating the person in the alley, and I do like this. I go like this to Alice, pointing at Alice and going. The person in the alley, when we were investigating that body, I was made aware that there may be some lingering essence, and I spoke with the essence of the body in the alley that warned me of the doctor, and it said to tell Ernest to save the girls, save those that have lost their minds, and that the attacker was a man of many men that the doctor knows. Putting that together, what we've already seen, I do not know who Ernest is at this time, but I'm willing to say that save those who have lost their minds might be. What did you say this poor unfortunate man's name was, Alice?
Derek Weller.
Derek Weller. He might have been one of those that have lost his mind. And unfortunately, we might have consigned a few of those poor unfortunate souls to early retirement.
He'll take them back.
A permanent release of their malady.
He'll take them back.
Say that again?
The door opens and closes, and the sheriff comes in. Sorry for my delay. I did get to talk down to the posse. He says, I see you've been busy.
Yeah, we was on the other side of town and apparently ran into a few escapees from your sanatorium there.
Hmm. This man is from the... We're going to have to go up there.
Tomorrow morning or right now at night? 'Cause,
Tomorrow may be a better option.
there's something out there.
I mean, how many of these guys are there? Are we in serious danger? Or?
Oh, these guys you don't have to worry about.
However,
There's something else
big
out there.
truck.
Chef, is this town a sundown city?
Oh,
It needs to be.
It's looking that way. I've only been here, like I said, a few months, and I was going to try to get a job up there because individuals like Alice here do attend classes at the sanatorium. So I was just going to pick up a job teaching like basic history and math. But
So you know this little girl's name?
yeah,
You've met.
How so?
I met her because she's the individual is missing. I thought she was the third body. Luckily, she's alive.
Problem
Sheriff.
solved. We'll take our 2,000.
Sheriff, if you will.
Stop the bad guy. We're just gonna solve it. Okay, we know who he is, and now we're done.
It is not our problem.
Ball is in your court, sir.
Sheriff, if you will, these two individuals, they don't need to go back to the sanatorium. We need to place them in kind of protective custody.
Okay, well, let's head to my office then. We'll bring them with us.
Also, do you know a name? Ernest?
I can't say that I do.
Would you happen to know if someone was to mention a Dr. V? Is there any other doctors in the town?
Well, we have Dr. Granger, Dr. Wilson. We had Dr. Wilson. The only
Up at the sanatorium.
there's Dr. Mueller at the sanatorium.
Can you say that name again?
Mueller?
What's his first name? His and Dr. Granger's.
I believe it's Vance. Dr. Vance Mueller.
I think it's time we speak to Dr. Vance.
In the morning.
Definitely in the morning where there's
Most certainly.
plenty of light.
Well, they never messaged me back. And the temperature keeps going up. Not really sure what to do now.
Oh, he's talking. He's talking.
Yeah, it's 76 now.
Ooh, Lord. A humid 76. The worst.
Swamp ass.
Sucks.
Yes.
Alright. Okay, so now
Vance Mueller.
Vance Mueller is the head of the sanatorium. So he says, why don't you guys try to get some shut-eye and we'll go first thing in the morning.
Sounds good. I would like to go talk to my brother if that's a possibility. I know you moved the ship.
Yeah. I don't think that'll be a problem. They have a smaller boat going back and forth, like for sure. So, and they'll definitely let you guys on board because you're part of the expedition. So, it should be good. I'll take them to the police or to the sheriff's office, and they can stay in one of the cells and keep them safe that way.
Sounds good. I'll still go grab some grub and stuff as well.
All right. Anybody have anything they want to do?
Can I offer Derek some food and get some rations for us?
Sure. That sounds good. Yeah, you guys get some food and so forth. Did you want to go to the boat for that, or?
Well, if that's where Darnell's at, I'd rather go there and
Okay.
chat with him and let him know everything that's going on up here and see if he's seen anything as far as suspicious from the crew.
Okay. All right. So you guys take the small landing boat, like the dinghy. Get on the dinghy and head over to the Horizon, which is the name of the boat. When you guys are pulling up at the edge of where it comes up, it's like a I don't know what you call it. I'm not in the Navy. The thing where they put the little steps down to platform so you can park the boat.
The landing.
The little landing. Yeah.
Birthing.
The berth.
Dock.
Whatever. Anyway, it's there, but you see a woman there holding a rifle, and as the boat comes up, she sees you guys, and Darnell's like, "That's my brother and his friends." Right? She says, "Oh, okay." She waves you guys over with a flashlight, and she ties up the boat. She says, "Welcome aboard. Is everybody here okay? Everybody healthy?"
For the most part.
Nobody's
Madam, I wouldn't describe anything in this town as healthy.
That's the truth. She says, "Note the rifle I'm holding. I'm First Mate Cole. Welcome aboard. The mess hall's still open, and you guys are welcome to the goods. I'm actually the quartermaster, so I have the keys to the supplies and so forth. If you need anything, let me know. And Darnell knows you. Darnell can take you guys to where you need to go if you need anything else. Food, though, I believe Mr. Lena has mentioned food, so go ahead and go to mess hall. Did you guys need anything from the quartermaster's supply room? I can grab and bring to the mess hall.
I
You
will
have
need
a-
another. Go ahead.
Grappling.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
I'm
do you have grappling hooks?
I do.
I like have a few of those, please, and some throwing daggers.
That I do not have. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, you guys did pick up two pistols. If you want those, I'll send them to you.
I need a box of 45 shells.
Absolutely.
And just confirm, all you have are the buckshots for the shotguns, no slugs.
No,
correct?
actually, on board we have slugs and flechettes.
That'll do just fine.
I'll bring a box of both, so it's 25 rounds of each. So go ahead and keep track of that. 25 rounds of slugs, 25 rounds of flechettes. She gives you a 50-round box of 45. She says,
Do you have hollow point tips?
I do have.
Jeez,
I
would like some of those, please.
Very well stocked.
Let me see what else I have real quick. I'll check over. I have some hollow point rounds for the 45. For the 44, you're actually I don't have hollow points, but I do have high velocity rounds for the 44.
I will take that.
Okay, I'll give you 25 of those.
Also, do you have any 7.62s for a rifle?
Yes, I do.
I would like some of those
I'll give you
too.
a box of 25 of those as well.
Thank you very much.
All right. Do you
Is there
want
any
that?
mar-
Go ahead.
Is there any markings on these guns that we got from these guys?
No, these are some shitty guns. They are
There's
guns, but they're guns. So seeing anyone who doesn't have a weapon might want one.
I'll take one.
Does everyone else have a firearm? Because
Keep them things on me. After tonight,
Yes. My rod and my staff.
All right. So
I just know at a certain point in time, we need to sit down, and a lot of y'all have some abilities that I've never seen in my life. So I would like to get to know what everybody here is bringing to the table.
well, no time like the present. I
Right.
must say,
Why are you talking like Snagglepuss? Exit. Stage left even.
that is exactly what I was going for.
That's awesome. Yeah. No time like the present. I like it.
Callie said, quit fucking around. He come see you. Yes. In between Snagglepuss and the old pimp.
Cool. So we're armed up. Got our rations. So we even put. So I guess the crazy dude, he's in protective custody. We asked the sheriff, don't send him back. And where's Alice? Is she staying with us, or is she?
No, she went with them.
yeah, she's in the sheriff's department too. So
How are we feeling about this sheriff? Trustworthy?
Wait, hold on. Are we still on the boat?
Yeah, we on a boat.
yeah, you guys are you're on the horizon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the horizon.
Are we isolated on the boat, or are there ears?
Where's that blonde dude that writes everything?
Exactly.
Good call. 500 experience points for you guys.
Where's Randall?
Let's let's wait to talk until we get back to isolation.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Same.
So are we headed back now?
You guys are staying on the boat, right?
Did y'all? Because I'm like, are y'all trying to stay the night in the town? Y'all tell.
No,
I mean, I know me and Nora was back there fighting for our lives. Had to put on
no
the
sir, no sir.
track shoes while y'all ninja vanished. You know. So,
Okay. If we can somehow make sure that we are isolated and that people will not be dropping of the eaves, if you will.
You could just close the mess hall door.
That should suffice, I do believe.
group meeting. Close that door.
Okay, I go and close the door.
Okay. Yeah, it's just you guys and Darnell in there, so I mean that's about as safe as you can.
We trust this fellow, right?
Darnell, it's my right hand. You can say anything to me. You can say to Darnell.
Great.
All
I
right.
will start then, I guess.
Please do.
I am what we've discussed this. I'm, as Marcus has said, type of a wizard. I am a practitioner of supernatural arts. I am first and foremost a scholar. And my endeavors and my speciality is field of study, if you will, is supernatural. And so that is what I do. I study the supernatural. And I have, in my journeys, learned a bit of the supernatural world and how to manipulate some of them. That is what I bring to the table.
Okay. Name's
All
Marcus. Was an army guy. Seen some stuff. Seen the best people. I've seen the worst people. Pretty much just at this moment driven by money. Family needs back in Chicago needs some medical attention. We didn't have the money for anything, so my brother and I are out here trying to get the money from this expedition, send back home, take care of who I would consider my mom. So that's what I'm here for. Apparently I'm in over my head with what's going on, so a lot of this stuff is new to me, so forgive me if I'm taken aback by some of the stuff you guys do.
Just Leonora, Tiago, and Marcus, you guys should have those handguns sent to you. Cero says I'm pretty much in the same boat. I'm not familiar with a lot of this paranormal stuff, but my people are very superstitious. So of course I grew up hearing lots of stories, but I've never seen anything like what we saw tonight. And I'm not as gifted as our friend Caloysius or Percival here. But this may be all part of my journey to find my honor again. So we shall see. Maybe this is what destiny had planned.
Black, you're muted.
I was talking there and didn't understand communications.
Percival's telling a story like
Everybody's like, oh shit.
Oh, Kung Fu Theater up in here.
No, I was looking for the love of my life, and led me here with my uncle, and all this work with these doctors and things, and it just reminds me of her because she is a doctor and she is an investigator, and she helps me out very much, and this whole thing just makes me miss her. And so if I get a little emotional out here, I apologize. What's so funny? I talk like I talk.
All right. So anybody here know each other? I mean, obviously you two are related. You know, Darnell and Marcus are related. So
Sergeant Jones I know you well, my friend.
That's true.
Now I
Come here,
recall doing some time in the Philippines and going through something very traumatic, almost costing me my life. And there was a couple of folks that rescued me from that situation. Now, you wouldn't happen to be one of them, would you?
I know your heart is good from our time together. So I was lucky enough to be able to repay you somewhat.
Huh. So what brings you over here? Is this you repaying the kindness I showed over there in the Philippines?
No, our paths crossed by chance. I'm still looking to find answers for my own questions.
Anything we can help you out with?
It looks as if the events of tonight may lead me in that direction.
So something supernatural, or
You also dabble in the supernatural.
No, but I feel as if I may have experienced that, but I'm not quite sure, based on my own circumstances.
we'll find answers for everyone. Nora, what brings you here? Your accent places you somewhere distant from these lands.
I'm from Romania. There is a bad war over there, and I was part of a traveling circus, if you will. And I used to do the tightrope walks, and dagger throwing is what I was especially good at. And my father was killed, and then my brother, I think he's dead. I'm not sure. So I ran. The war was coming.
Well, that's for most of Europe and Eastern Europe, Russia now. Everybody's moving different places. So my condolences to the loss of your family and to your country.
Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't seen war up close and personal. I wouldn't want to wish that on anybody. So
No,
glad you're here with us. And I'm not a religious man, but I will keep your family and everyone you care for back in Europe in prayer.
Thank you. It's so strange. They started, the Romani people are very private. They started trying to document us and fingerprint us. And so things got very strange. But anyhow, so I came to America. Can't say I like it very much.
Well, Maryland has been a disappointment. I can say that.
Yes. Might go to this Africa you guys keep talking about, because America ain't it.
Are you familiar with
Rosewood?
Are you familiar with Vlad Tepes?
My mother was a practitioner in many ways, and one of the ghost stories that she used to tell us to make us behave, amongst others.
And nephew, I do not think that the good sheriff understood your meaning of sundown town.
I don't think he did, Uncle. And old Rosewood is not too far from those sundown towns, and the way the people act out here, it gives me that vibe,
It does, especially from the good sheriff deputy.
it's the same feeling I get down there in Rosewood, but it's a little bit different. They're not scared of people; they scared of something else out here.
That is true. Facts, nephew.
I think we just saw what the hell they were scared of when that monster came around that corner in that alley.
Mhm.
Why make
So-
that though?
My
'Cause he
question
can?
to the group is this.
Hmm.
We're helping the sheriff with this investigation. We are actively agreeing to withhold information from the sheriff. So are like we fully committed on solving this mystery without the help
Well-
of law enforcement.
Well, we could look at it as we had that run-in with the Minimen, but we don't have any conclusive evidence. They didn't exactly tell us anything that we find that we need to share with them. It's an ongoing investigation.
I like the way you think, ma'am.
It's inconclusive evidence. We need to delve further into things. Could just be a maniac loose.
Nephew, would you, per se, in your prayers, being able to find something that can help an ailing mind?
Oh yes, Uncle, I definitely can do that.
When we go to the sheriff's tomorrow, I want to isolate the sheriff and give you some time with the inflicted person, Derek, and see if you can't bring him his facilities back.
With the help of God, I sure can.
Mm. Okay,
So let's do that.
you guys got a chance to eat and everything. You gotten some supplies. I think you guys got your handguns if you checked your email. You only have 20 rounds for each handgun because it's these were taken off the people you defeated. So
Yeah.
everyone gets some rest. Darnell comes by and wakes you guys up just before dawn, saying, I don't know what you guys wanted to do, but we're taking one last trip back and forth for extra cargo. I figure if you wanted to get into town early, you can get on the boat with me now. Miss Cole says it's cool, so I'll take you guys over, drop you off, pick up the stuff, bring it back to the boat. And when you're ready to get back on the boat, you let me know. From the shore, there's next to that warehouse is a light that you can click to send signal to the boat, and then me and Miss Cole come back and pick you guys up.
I'm game.
All right.
Love it.
Everyone trying to head to town now. We can meet up with the sheriff and see what's up with Dr. Mueller at this hospital.
Sanatorium.
All right. So you guys get in the boat, and he takes you to the dock. He tells you, "Brother, be safe. All you guys, be safe. Your life isn't worth life's more than $2,000. So, but I'll be ready to pick you up when you need it." You guys make it. It's just a short walk, but you notice the people are out now because it's daytime, and there's a lot of people near the square all whispering and stuff because some people were peeking and watching last night. As you guys come by, some people clap, and a couple of people, an older woman and a young boy come over, and they give Leonora some flowers, and they say, "Whatever that was, we don't know what it was, but we're thankful you were there for whatever it was. If it helps at all, that horrid thing that was set on fire and then doused himself with water, he left and went towards where the big drain pipe from the docks goes back up into the hills. He went and walked down on the shore and walked into that drain pipe. Maybe a little bit after you guys left with the little girl or the young woman. But that goes back up into the hills towards the cemetery, the mortuary, and the sanatorium.
That's interesting.
Very, very interesting.
All right. So you guys are walking over to the sheriff's department. People are, like I said, some people wave and stuff and nod like a short thank you. As you turn the corner to see a sheriff's place, you hear someone just smashing through some different parts of the wooden cargo boxes and barrels and stuff that's kept over here to be taken over to the docks, and someone's smashing some of that, and you hear gunshots as you come around the corner, and you see Du Bois with his lever action rifle, and he's shooting, and he says, "Damn it, Hank, you need to surrender, boy." And you see a very large man trying to hide behind some barrels, and he definitely has one of the giant cargo boxes, and he threw it to knock over some of the barrels so he can hide. Like, you see a very big man in overalls, long dark hair.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
And you see Sergeant Mortimer with his handgun out, and he says, "We're gonna skin you, savage. Where are them little girls at?"
Whoa, 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 whoa! I'll run up over there, kind of in between them, if I can, and facing the deputies. If you kill him and shoot him, then we can't get any answers, can we?
What do you need to know? He's a murderer and a kidnapper.
Are you complete with your investigation there? I do not believe so.
Respectfully, Sheriff, I've never seen a killer come back to the scene of the crime, let alone the town. So if he's here, there's a reason that he is absolutely here.
And you, big fella, would you mind stop smashing the stuff that's supposed to go to our boat?
I'm not here to cause trouble, please.
Then calm down. Stop smashing.
Okay, you notice he stands up. He's a huge man. He stands up and he says, "I want no trouble. I have brought information about Elizabeth."
Then you shall come with us, not with them, but with us. Deputies, he is in our care, if you will, and we will escort him.
Okay. All right, they said, well, let's take him inside and get him secure then. All right, we're going to stop here for now because it's after midnight. So we'll pick up again in the next gaming night. But this is where we'll break for the evening. So you guys are set up. It's the next day you're at the sheriff's office. You've got Hank in there. You've got Derek Weller, and you got Alice, and sheriff's going to be coming soon, so you have all playing parties, and you guys can move forward from there. Any questions?
Love it.
None, man. This is a great session.
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much. Thank you, guys. It's been awesome to get back into it. And
I'm going to work on my accent.
You're fine.
hey, whatever you enjoy, man, is, it's all good. Accents, no accents. I throw accents out here and there, and I don't even know what they're for.
I do all the time.
No, I was playing around. I was in a mix between Waterboy and Gambit.
That's a good mix. Heck of a good mix right there.
And Willie picked up on Snagglepuss, and it's in between Snagglepuss and the 1970s pimp.
Oh Lord.
That's yeah. Callie's got that down. No, but great night, guys. And I feel we're kicking off the new campaign well, and I'm looking forward to it. So
Great setup. This is awesome.
yeah,
this
Hell
is
yeah.
dope.
Love it.
Very dope.
all right. So what next was? I just want to make sure we all got the next date and we're good. It's going to be the 26th, right? Or no, the 19th.
I won't be here for the 19th. I'll be out in Vegas.
Okay. Anybody else not going to be available for the 19th, or
I can't do 19th. I can do 26th.
you guys want to do 26th instead?
Yeah, let's do 26 instead.
Okay. Because that's not one of your weekends according to this. So I don't know if you already updated that, love.
I haven't until April. I gotta update the other one. Okay, 20. Sounds like 26 works for everybody.
So we'll do 26 then for the next game night.
Cool.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Thanks, everybody. I enjoyed it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Have a good night, y'all.
Love you all. Be safe.
Dope work, guys.
Thanks.